Hello, everybody, and welcome to Arcade Spirits. We've actually managed to do this on a Friday. I can't believe it.
I
I
can't
technically just.
believe it.
I
I
can't
can't believe
believe it.
it.
I
July
believe in
18th.
you.
July 18.
God. Some of you might not know what that joke is because that.
Oh no! I'm sorry. The music said it was copyright free. We could use it for our videos. That's what it said. And I
We chose Gavin.
I'm sorry. I'm
God.
sticking to Kevin McLeod music from now on. I'll never make that mistake again. I'm sorry.
Anyway, if you can't hear by now, I have here with me a Screamy Trzynski.
That's not my name.
Okay, Screamy.
Oh my god, no!
She scrim. That's what she do. And I also have a Scott boy.
Scott boy.
Hello, I am Scott Boy.
He's
I
Scott
would
boy.
make an Ed, Ed and Eddie joke here, but I'm not quite sure what it is.
It's fine.
Anyways,
The arcade has many machines, Scott boy.
not quite sure what it is.
God.
Not quite sure what it is.
Anyway, welcome to Arcade Spirits. We're spiriting some arcades. Would anyone like to recount what happened in our previous adventures?
Depression.
Yes. Depression and the irises
That's
being great.
every episode.
Depression, and then Francine went to a farm upstate. She's fine. Everything's fine.
Everything's fine.
And
God.
then we had Iris Con, and all the irises gathered together and said, "Hey, we need to get we need to get this man, woman, child back on their feet." And now we're back on our feet, and we're eating cake. And now we're making our new arcade.
Thank you, Scott. That's a very good summary.
Thank you.
All right, shall we
All right.
proceed?
Always proceed.
Let's do
Oh
it.
god. I guess this is the right one. Okay.
Yeah, I
Whoop.
think so.
Mhm.
I don't remember if Artie is saying this or if
It's
this
Artie.
is the narrator.
It's Artie.
It's already.
This time on Arcade Spirits.
Okay, I didn't read the I. I didn't see I. It's okay. The next few decisions are going to be critical in shaping the future I have in his eye. I'll need to choose very, very carefully because there's no take backseat.
Okay.
Iris is looking for spaces we can use, but we're going to need money, obviously, and arcades are a risky startup. I could always respond to one of the many Nigerians emailing me amazing offers, but I'm thinking more traditional funding is safer. Way I see it, there's 4 people here who could foot the bill to get us off the ground. Hamza, you've got a tangled web of connections in the industry, access to games and plenty of cash, and a freewheeling whimsy to spend it.
Hamza must consider this.
I keep forgetting Hamza's voice.
Let's hear his voice, Scott.
No, I do.
What?
Oh, you do his voice? I can't remember
Yeah,
which of you does.
He does.
I'm sorry.
I don't remember Hamza's voice.
I believe
Hamza,
in you.
man of resources indeed.
It sounded like that.
Good
but from
enough.
There,
you.
yeah.
Percy, you've been building a charity war chest for when you pass. I know an arcade isn't a sound investment and it's hardly a charity, but
Right.
You promised Mr. Moopy would always have a home. If I can help restore that home, I'm game, love.
I love him.
Ben and Matt, you two know how to run a small business. You've got invaluable knowledge and resources you could draw from. If you're willing to dip a toe in this industry.
We have been looking for new horizons to conquer.
New lands to explore.
There would be caveats,
Terms,
conditions,
exemptions,
rules,
guidelines,
best practices.
worst practices.
That's not a thing.
Oh.
I
Hamza
love
would
them.
likewise have conditions. As would I.
Understandable, of course. Let me hear your thoughts, then I'll decide. Jesus
Ooh.
Christ.
Wow, such intense news! Oh no!
Yep.
That's right, fuckers. We're getting into small business now.
In order for me to back your play, Hamza would require you strike at the very heart of Deco Empire and open a family restaurant alongside your arcade. Take from him the very business he adores so much.
Damn, Hamza, that's bold.
That's big. We don't know the first thing about running a restaurant. Thankfully, your business partner does. I own several restaurants. I would provide staffing and
No
resources.
risk, no reward.
Now, this is a risky play, but if it succeeds, the rewards shall be tremendous.
Actually, that's similar to what Matt and I had.
Oh, yeah. But rather than a restaurant, well, we'd like to open a barcade.
Ooh.
I've always wanted to run a bar.
I'd raise a glass to that idea.
After all, sometimes you want to go where everybody knows you're.
And they're always glad you came. God dang it.
Now, it wouldn't be nearly as large scale as a family restaurant. Much safer.
Not quite as profitable, but still quite tidy.
Honestly, I'd prefer if you simply ran a video arcade and nothing more. Adding on extras seems like a recipe for failure. We know how to operate a simple small scale arcade, so why not stick with our strengths? I'll grant it has a lower ceiling for success than the others. It's just an arcade, and won't pull in anybody looking for more. Low risk, low reward. But I'd say that would be my condition. We need to stick to the basics.
So take the big gamble on a family restaurant, or make a cozy little barcade, or go with the classic arcade. The decision is going to affect the entire direction of the new venture. What do I want? What's my dream?
Hamza, let's steal Deco's restaurant business.
Ben and Matt, let's open a barcade.
Percy, we'll make the finest video arcade ever.
Well, now we have a reason to discuss for a very long time.
Yes.
Oh
Yes, we
no,
do.
this is hard. I feel the least confident about stealing Deco's restaurant business, as delightful as that sounds.
My heart's not in it,
Yes.
honestly.
No.
Agreed.
My heart's not
Not
in
to
it.
mention it, and we know that it's just flavor text, but honestly, if we did end up going all in at the start, then God forbid we do end up failing. Ugh.
Yeah. Plus, I just feel like it doesn't fit our cast to want to fuck with Deco overall.
Yeah. It's like, oh, that's gonna be some nice icing on the cake, but
Yeah.
it's not like a main thing.
I mean, it's a good option if you want to go for New Game Plus, but that's not what we're doing right now. So
No. Barcade sounds like a really I have known barcades that run fairly well. So that could be cool. On the other hand, the thing with a barcade is it's less available to like kids.
To children, yeah.
Yeah.
It's just like and Artie works really well with kids.
Yeah, that's true.
that's true. They do.
Like barcade is you know, a fun idea, but I just don't know if it really fits Artie.
Because at first I was just like, who do I feel the most taking? And then it was just now, but with the conditions added, it's just like.
Okay, so I like the last two options for different reasons. I think that there's more comfortability with Percy's option, not to mention we know him better. So we're more comfortable with what we already know. But there's also some intrigue in actually trying the barcade business. And
Yeah.
yeah, so that's my thought at least.
Well, GeoSaber says kids go to barcades. I used to go to one when I was 10. Parents get to get the bar, kids roam free. Good to know. Oh yeah, I mean that's true. That's true. Usually most barcades, like after a certain time, kids aren't allowed in, but usually it should be fine.
Mm.
Mm.
But also we know
Right.
Percy better.
Yeah, that's true. We've been to the whole story a total of, what, 2, maybe 3 times?
Yeah, that's kind of the thing that weirds me out the most. I'm like, I love the whole story, guys, but we've definitely had the least interaction with them.
Granted, I guess we're
I
supposed
feel like
to
this is more of
assume...
like a picking. I feel like this is more like picking hard mode, medium mode, or easy mode, as opposed to even like worrying about necessarily who we're dealing with.
hmm
Hmm.
Like I don't think we're gonna actually have to go in on the side, be like, okay, so let's.
Okay, so let's plan out our actual full-on business plan.
Yeah, no.
I just can't get over let's steal Deco's restaurant business. God.
I mean, we could save here and just see what it ends up... No,
The
no.
balls
No.
of it.
Mm. Nah, we could.
Yeah,
Unless...
no.
We don't have time. We need to finish this
Okay,
game.
I know.
No, not about the question. I'm just saying we don't have time to. Let's play this route and then come back.
Yeah.
I mean, we could do a new game plus sometime in the future, but yeah.
In the future, but let's
Yeah.
get through the main game,
Mm-hmm.
our initial adventure.
All right, so we know for a fact we're not doing Hamza.
Yeah.
We're not choosing Hamza. All right. Ben and Matt or Percy? Oof. God, really play this game. I have an option I'm dead set on, but I actually am conflicted on this.
Mm.
What did you pick when you went through this, guys?
Are you actually asking?
We're actually asking.
I'm actually asking.
I chose Ben and Matt.
Mm.
Mhm.
I'm torn.
I want you to know that I probably spent about 10 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes actually thinking about each option before selecting it the first time around.
Nice. I'm torn because like a barcade feels like so the Deco thing is like a wild swing, like with
Mhm.
Hamza, but it feels like a wild swing that would potentially work because Hamza's crazy. Hamza's crazy and can make shit
Yeah,
happen.
And the last thing we want to do is punch Deco in the oh, wait.
We already did.
Mm.
But like the barcade sounds, barcade sounds like more of a sure shot than the video arcade actually, just because it has a bit more to offer.
Mhm.
But also,
Because part of me is kind of like we're getting a second chance. We get to make like it bigger than it was before.
yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It's also interesting that they're just like, we'll give you money, but only if you spend more money.
Right?
It's like, I get that it's bigger investment, bigger return, but it's like...
Oh man. Does anyone have any thoughts one way or the other?
Us or the chat, because I'm seeing people in the chat and what they're
Yeah.
saying.
The chat's also semi-conflicted, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People don't want a game but just want drinks. There you go.
Could flip a coin. Want to leave it to chance?
Would you like me to flip a coin? No.
That's what I just said.
I know, Scott. That's why I was just elaborating on the thing you said. Leaving it to chance means that we could do anything. I could cast light.
Aggressively roots for barcade. Hamza's the kind of guy you can trust. I mean, that's true. You can. He's a madman. You can trust him.
Vote Hamza for 2020.
I do see a lot of leaning for the
It's
barcade
starting
in
to
the
lean
chat.
barcade, yeah.
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 Let's go with Barcade. Let's do it.
Arcade.
Let's do it. Let's do Barcade.
I'm
Do
sorry,
it.
the hitch in your breath.
I'm
went
like,
up.
but Percy.
Sorry, Percy. It's all right. He'll have other options here.
Barcade.
Barcade?
Yes.
Barcade.
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 Yeah.
Who doesn't like getting their drank on like Donkey Kong? Let's open a barcade.
Great.
Oh my god, Artie.
Smashing. We'll take care of the bar side of things.
And you can do what you do best, wrangling games. Hamza admits to disappointment, but cannot defy your iron will.
I love him.
Not sure Moopy's a fine fit for a barcade, but barcades do bring in nostalgic adult players. Certainly some of them will rediscover Moopy and fall in love again.
Oh no. I'm
He's a
sorry,
good
Percy.
boy.
It's gonna be okay. Oh my god.
Okay, the second thing we need to talk about is what sort of games we want. The Funplex did a little bit of everything, and we will too. We want to include all gamers. But we can also highlight one style of play or another, really provide best-in-class gaming for a specific audience. Any thought? Jesus Christ!
God!
So just to recap, we're doing everything, but this is just what we want to put a focus on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Retro games. It's gotta be all about retro games. You know I'm capable of keeping those older games in tip-top shape. If we focus on retro games, we can serve an audience that Deco's completely ignoring. That's a very good point.
As would I.
Mm-mm. I would agree with Miss Fairchild. Retro games are an untapped market. I'll grant it wouldn't pull in as much profit, but we know gamers are seeking them. We don't have to make all the money. Just enough to keep our pure and untainted dream afloat. And we can do that with the well-curated retro game library.
Gavin slides in on the side. Actually.
Actually.
Well, actually...
Nope, no way.
Retro's cool and all, but let's talk esports games. They'll draw money better than jamming a magnet up your ass and dragging you to Knox. Get a couple of good fighters, more than one FOD, some race and dance game. The kind of stuff where folks can compete head to head. And we're golden.
I have to agree with Queen Bee. You can play retro games on emulators and consoles, but you can't duplicate the community experience of an arcade at home. If we had an esports focus, we could build something together which works as a second home of all sorts of gamers. I think you know what I'm going to suggest. Redemption and prize games. They provide excellent profits. It's the core of Deco's business. But I think if we focus on those games, we can do them right. No predatory pricing. No scams or ripoffs.
And the truth is, most people enjoy them. From kids wanting to win that big prize to wistful adults recapturing their childhood dreams of playing skee-ball on the boardwalk.
Yes!
They're simple to play and, most of all, fun. If they're done right, we can make meaningful memories for everyone. And prizes. Did I mention the prizes? We can stock the shelves with the coolest prizes around. Better than Deco's prizes, which fall apart 2 minutes after you get them.
Which matches my ideal arcade more? We'll have all three, sure, but do we emphasize retro games, esports, or prize game?
Bum, 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 bum.
Ah! All the choices are hard.
Naomi and Percy, let's go retro style.
Queen Bee and Teo will have great esports.
Gavin and Ashley, we'll do prize games the right way. You have to
This-
consider it's weird.
I know we'll choose all. I know we will have all of them, but like. So there's several thoughts here, and they all made really good points.
Hmm.
The thing about esports, especially like the way it's been depicted in this world, it seems like that's a lot of the current, future of gaming, as it were.
Mhm.
Gamers.
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 It's like I feel like if we do that, we're basically making an adult style arcade.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm just laughing at the image of the barcade across the street from me with just Dance Dance Revolution playing in the background. It makes me laugh.
Yeah, if we do prize games, we're getting closer to being Deco's model, but I do think we could do it right if we chose. And also, prize games are very like, you know, if you have prize games, it makes it the barcade more appealing to like all ages.
Mm-hmm. It would also kind of make it more unique in that sense.
That's true. Thing is, I've been to like, you know, retro style like barcades. Although those ones were always more bar than arcade, which is why I don't tend to like them. But one that was, you know, that's not the case in this universe, so.
It's like we have to go under the assumption that these people know how to make things fun.
Right? But then, like, yeah, retro style would, like, you know, for one thing, it would be, you know, paying some respect to that Mr. Moopy.
Yeah. And Wyvern's Keep.
And yeah, that's
and
true.
Wyvern's Keep, that's true.
And also, like, it is hitting a market that Deco's completely ignoring.
Completely ignoring, as in, like, people would
Yeah.
specifically come to the new arcade.
Well, here's
like,
the
to do stuff
here's the
like
other
that.
thing to keep in mind. It's not like we're completely omitting these games. It's just a matter of what we want to put our prime focus on.
Yeah, like, how are we going to... Yeah.
Yeah.
How are we marketing our barcade?
I guess, like, with the way Arcade Spirits just feels more retro style as a whole.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm leaning toward retro style.
Scott?
I always choose two options to divide between when I pick these ones, so I would go with either retro or prize games. Also, Teo is in the middle one, so you know we can't choose that one.
we can't pick a Teo.
Automatically, we
Teo,
cannot choose
he's
that
a
one.
good character.
We
like-
love him, but he's the butt monkey, so we can't.
For these games that we play, we always pick one character that we all just, like, are completely unfairly mean toward. Liam doesn't deserve it either.
Liam kind
Okay, he does deserve it. A bit, but...
Not as much as we give it to him, but he deserves it.
Teo is our Liam.
But okay, poor Teo. Anyway.
Sorry, guys. Teo's in the middle. We can't pick that one.
We
He's a
can't
good
pick that
boy,
one.
but we can't pick him.
I mean, we did just kind of shaft Percy just a second ago. That's the other thing.
Yeah, that's another
That is
thing.
also true.
Yeah. So are you also feeling retro, bro?
If only because I feel like we...
Oh, same. I'm like, Percy, no. Yeah, let's go with retro style.
Let's go with retro then.
Being pretty doesn't make it okay. Asshole churro. Liam deserves every bad thing that happens.
Oh my god!
Okay. Retro.
Okay. Yeah, you're retro.
Retro. Deco thinks that only new games make money. Let's prove him wrong and have the world's greatest retro arcade ever.
Sorry. Woohoo! I'll pick out only the best games. Don't worry.
Excellent. I'm looking forward to this project.
Oh, you're happy. I love when
Okay,
you're
so
happy.
that's money and games. Now let's go beyond what we already had at the Funplex. Let's really make this special.
Bum,
Jesus
bum,
Christ!
bum,
Stop
bum,
making this
bum,
so
bum.
intense.
I want a defining feature of our arcade, one which will make it stand out, something nobody else is doing, something nobody's even thought of before. I almost misread that as Scooby-Doo. We need to have Scooby-Doo in the center of the arcade.
We need to have Scooby-Doo in the center of the... Listen!
All ideas are on the table, including Scooby-Doo. If it was too outlandish for the Funplex, it's not too outlandish for me. Show me what you got. Give
Like
me Scooby-Doo.
Give me Scooby-Doo.
Well, I know the title of this episode.
Well, I mean, I'm not really part of this, but
Shut the fuck up.
Come on, you're my best friend and 100% part. I wouldn't be here at this moment if it wasn't for you.
well, I don't want to make it weird, but I know you really like Scooby-Doo.
Go on, Juniper. Tell me more about Scooby-Doo.
Branding. I'm freelancing now, which means I could come on board as your personal brand manager. One heck of a consulting gig.
Wanna brand Scooby-Doo?
An arcade needs really stellar image management to stand out from the rest, like the event poster I made for you.
What if?
Ooh, hey, Juniper? I can add to that. What if we work together? This is a powerhouse. I was thinking of designing a new mascot costume anyway, but I could collaborate and coordinate with you on how it'll tie into the visuals for the rest of the arcade. Yeah, it's a winning combination. Ashley and I can do great work together, coming up with something with some really stellar branding and marketing. We'll stand out in a crowd. Branding
I'm
and
sorry.
marketing.
Can I just say we're Farron's? What Farron's?
Go ahead, go ahead.
What?
Farron's just wrote, Artie's the kind of boss to walk in and it's Ashley and her mascot.
That's for Scooby-Doo. God.
And every time they do it, they would just like turn on the one Scooby-Doo theme song.
Yeah.
What's this? I'm sorry.
Got some work to do. No, God damn it, now it's in my head. Okay.
God. Mystery. Sorry. Hell, I know exactly what sort of project I'd want. Assembling and packing away my streaming rig each day is ridiculous, and duct taping a webcam in front of a screen is a lousy hack. If I could just step right up the game and, I don't know, swipe a card or something and be streaming with the direct feed in seconds.
Ooh.
Well, I can think of a dozen streamers who's just flocked to our place to get a piece of that.
Yeah.
Actually, I think I know how we could do that. I could rig up a general purpose daughter board which plays man in the middle with the video feed, works with an RFID reader to get a streamer's info, ties into the central video encoder on the Wi-Fi network. Yeah, I could totally make that happen, and without damaging any classic hardware. That sounds fucking awesome.
Once more in English, please. I know software, not hardware.
We stick the thingy in the thingy and everything works just fine. Fuck, thank you for the bits, Kyle!
Jesus
Wait,
Christ.
hold on. Holy shit.
How much, Kyle?
That's that's a lot.
Kyle, what the fuck?
Jesus Christ.
Kyle, just thank you so. I'm sorry. Is that 100,000 bits? Kyle, what the fuck? Kyle, thank you, but what the fuck?
Actually, is this Kyle's first time seeing Arcade Spirits?
I've never.
I think he's just popping in to just do his Kyle thing.
Kyle,
Kyle, oh my god!
Thank you to Master of
congratulations on
Chaos,
making
I
it home
bet.
to Texas.
Yeah, thank you for making
Yeah,
it home and
congrats.
for being kind enough to. Jesus, holy shit!
I've never seen that icon.
I've never seen that icon ever. Right? I was like, wait, what is that? Oh my god!
It's gold. Why is it gold? What is that?
What
That's
is
so.
the, I my
gross.
squids. It's gold. How about it trying to count the zeros and process what is happening?
There are a lot of zeros. There's only one man who can bring us the zeros.
Kyle,
Bring us the
Kyle.
zeros, Kyle.
Kyle Doobie-Doo, where are you?
Where are
You
you?
brought some bits, I
Spits
guess.
to you,
fuck.
Dad.
I'm sorry, I don't. Thank you, Kyle. Holy shit. Thank you. Can we get a yeehaw in the chat?
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Kyle. We're gonna go back to
We
to
gotta
building the
finish this
arcade.
game.
Yeah, sorry, we're all kind of like
We're gonna use
stymied right
this money
now.
to build our arcade.
Yeah,
Yeah, we're gonna use
listen,
the
if we were gonna build an arcade, we would go to Kyle, and then if Kyle said he wanted to totally overtake Deco Nami's business model, we would say, okay, sure thing, Kyle, that's what we would do.
Okay.
Alright, sure, if you believe in me. Okay, let's play the game.
God, let's be the world's first streaming arcade. I know that's your line. Fuck.
I'm sure
Could've read it.
there's some legal and copyright issues to tackle, but if we can do it, let's be the world's first streaming arcade. That sounds really fucking cool, honestly.
I was thinking, well, if the reason why older games are considered a dead end is that they don't work in the ticket game ecosystem,
Lovely.
why not add ticket output to normal games? We could reward skilled players with prize tickets based on their high score or speed of completion. With the right balancing, we could make old games just as desirable as new ones.
Ooh.
Perhaps. As Naomi said, there may be legal hurdles to clear, but I'm in favor of this idea. It's not that I love prize games. I find them boring personally. You know I favor pinball, but profit is the lifeblood of an arcade, and prize games are profitable. If we can get Moopy producing tickets, well, that's something nobody's ever done before.
That's my least favorite idea.
Hmm.
While it's profitable, I wouldn't go to an arcade to,
Yeah.
it's not really a...
Well, because also this may just be because like whenever I go to arcade places, I really don't care too much about the prizes.
Alright, well, let's get through the text first.
Yeah.
Yeah, interesting. But as much as I'd love to do all three, I doubt we have the money or time for that. Let's focus on one project to launch our arcade with. Do we want to have really good branding, or streamer support, or retrofit ticket old game? What?
Retrofit
tickets on old games. I feel like we need the good marketing to even be able to like any of the rest of the stuff matter.
That's
honestly.
that's
Agreed.
true. Juniper and
Agreed.
Ashley get to work on our branding.
The quickest decision we've ever made.
No, I'm just saying that we're supposed to say all the
Oh,
options.
sorry.
I'm just
We just all said yeah at the same, even though.
Good job.
Yeah, because the other things sound cool, but it's the truth. Like branding, it doesn't matter how cool your thing is. Branding makes such a big difference.
I also just want to bring up, let's think about the decisions we've made so far. Streaming retro games in a barcade, I don't know. I'm sure that is a thing that can be done, but just in my head, it doesn't make sense.
It also sounds a little obnoxious because you'd have the people
Yeah.
at the bar.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
And then the fitting with tickets thing, it's just like it.
I mean,
I-
already, like, okay, if we stop and think about that, like, a streamer with an arcade behind them is already kind of crazy. Queen Bee's whole thing kind of doesn't make sense.
Mhm. If we didn't have to put up with the barcade bit, that wouldn't be as much of an issue.
Yeah. But I think branding seems like a good...
Yeah,
Option.
agreed.
Yeah, branding.
Yeah.
Agreed. Branding.
We need to stand out from the pack. That means strong graphic design and a great mask. Can't think of anyone better suited than Juniper and Ashley.
Yeah, you won't regret this, Artie. I got ideas. I'll make the ultimate cosplay. My masterpiece. My Mona Lisa. Just you wait and see. Oh my god. I'm
One more thing. Fuck!
No!
If this is going to be my baby, my dream arcade, I've got a name already in mind for it. So barring any objections, I'd like to welcome you all
Roll credits.
to Arcade Spirit.
I don't want to change it. That's such a good name.
It's such a good name.
Arcade Spirits.
Are
Arcade
we gonna
Spirit.
name it Arcade Spirit?
Yes, it's a
The
good
only other
name.
the only other idea I had in mind was Internet Remix. I think Arcade Spirits works.
Yeah.
I can't click anything.
The only other thing I would suggest would be Arcade Remix.
I think Arcade Spirits works.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't think of anything as poetic.
Yeah, like it's really fucking good.
3, 2, 1.
Yeah, 3, 2, 1, let's
3,
go.
2, 1, go.
3, 2, 1.
Go.
Arcade Spirits. Is that right?
Yes.
Yes! That works.
No, try again. No, try again.
That works, yeah?
Yeah, that works.
Arcade spirits.
Are you sure?
Yes!
I guess it's sort of a pun since we're going to have liquor and spirits, but you know. The second game decided, hey, if you don't want to change the timing,
If you don't want to change it, then.
and I mean, you also chose the bar. Just heck, God.
That wasn't in the original. Huh. I wonder if.
Arcade spirits.
I like it. We can work with that.
Let's hear it for arcade spirits.
Our home lives again. How exciting.
Fuck yeah.
A toast then. Or a toast then?
Yes.
One by one, everyone raises their glasses. I fetch my room temperature, drink, and raise mine high in turn.
Oh,
For those we've lost and those we've yet to meet.
Let's do this right.
Together we can accomplish anything.
Now let's
get super drunk.
This is okay. Now this is gonna come as a real shock to you,
hard option.
but I really like the hard option.
I like the heart and the star option.
They're both good, but also the reasonable option.
But also
Now
the
let's get
reasonable
drunk.
option. No.
So handsome and responsible.
Now let's get shit faced. Gavin opens up a bottle of bourbon.
For those we
Oh
lost...
shit, we should have named it. Shit, Joe's right. We should have named it Barcade Spirits.
We're
But the
fools.
spirits is already an allusion to the alcohol. That's like double.
Yes, that's too
I mean-
much.
Yeah, that's true.
I like the hard option. Any other?
I already gave you my choices, so that's essentially two
I think we
votes for
all
hard.
like the hard option.
Let's do the hard
even-
option.
Hard option it is.
Let's be cheesy. Cheesy
I was about to say
as
it's so cheesy.
fuck. We're
Though.
so
it's so
sappy.
Good.
I don't care. Let's do it.
For those we've lost and those we've yet to meet. For arcade spirits in the future.
And for the penguin picture in the back.
For arcade
For
spirits.
Arcade Spirits!
Losing everything, then getting it all back, and then it's been a roller coaster of a week, to be sure. But I can't rest now. Absolutely not. I need to take charge of this project and my life in general. I have to do them what Francine did for us.
Oh.
That's okay. I'm ready. I'm willing. And this is our time.
I'm so proud of her.
You've cleared level 6 of Arcade Spirit. A winner is you. Now let's see your score. You're proving to be gentle, sweet, and compassionate soul. Also, you've scored 19,200 points. Woohoo! Shops in the volcano-devastated city of Pompeii bear the characteristics of a pizzeria. That's neat, if a bit depressing.
What?
Pizza fact, just for you.
Okay.
Do you want to save your game before proceeding to level 7?
Yes.
Save the game.
I don't know why, but I suddenly had this mental image of Francine looking down on Artie and just going, Simba!
Simba.
Simba!
Shall we proceed?
Yes.
Okay. I was gonna say, are we gonna proceed or are we gonna break now and like started, like that's the weird thing, but it's still like technically almost halfway.
Let's break. I'm gonna get some tea and stuff. Yeah, let's break for now. We'll come right back.
Alright.
Alright.
We'll be back in a bit, guys. Love you all.
Uh,
Baby, 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 baby.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Arcade. We are going into Chapter 7. That is what we are doing.
I have tea.
Lion King reference.
Alright, let's press the return button.
Let us press
Let's
the
do
return
this.
button.
You're
Here we
3/4 of
go.
the way through the game, my friends.
Oh boy.
The 3/4.
It's taken us so long to
Chapter
get
7.
here. Eh. New game plus.
That's right, guys. We're starting over from the beginning.
Oh no.
Hey. It's the distant future year 20. And for the first time, I'm entirely in control of my destiny. I'm no longer merely working in an arcade. Now I'm working on my future. Which admittedly still involves working in an arcade, but still, my future. I'll admit it feels weird. I'd grown so used to going with the flow, letting life batter and bruise me, that having a true and honest hand on the controls is a bit terrifying. Everyone's counting on me to keep the flame of Miss Francine's Funplex alive as we move into the era of arcade spirits. And well,
Honestly, I'm super anxious about it all.
I want this to be perfect. I will make it so.
It's going to be fine. It has to be.
I like the confidence in I want this to be perfect, but I'm like, no. That's setting my hopes too. No.
No.
Too dangerous.
They're all very anxious, but it's about admitting
how anxious you
I
are.
like the honesty one.
I like the honesty one.
God.
Bro.
What? I don't have a differing opinion.
Okay, just wanted to check.
I'm nervous. Who wouldn't be? There's so much riding on the success of Arcade Spirits. Not just a paycheck, but the hopes and dreams of all my friends. And I can't forget about Gavin's hopes and dreams in particular. I'm not the only one anxious about it. The stress weighs heavily on both of us. I don't want to let him down.
Oh.
I keep waiting for the universe to wake up and notice that I'm on a roll. If fickle fate could take away the Funplex, what could it do to Arcade Spirit?
No.
I know it's hardly a constructive attitude to have. Anxiety is rarely a logical thing. You can know the truth while your nerves tell you something else. Now all that's left to do is get through opening day without an incident. I arrived early that morning to go over any last-minute preparations and make sure. Plus, Juniper was sick of watching me pace back and forth at home after breakfast. So she lovingly shoved me out of the apartment and told me to be productive. Now I stood in awe of the building, the dream I poured my heart and soul into. I still barely believed it myself. I paused a moment to let the reality finally hit and then stepped into my desk. Pushing open the doors to Arcade Spirits, I was greeted with a relative quiet, just the beeps and boops and people moving about last-minute preparations. We traveled a long, arduous road ever since the great Wake-Tervention Conspiracy. Wake-Tervenspiracy.
Wake-Tervenspiracy.
Gavin secured us a great rental space, an abandoned pizza place that it was all too familiar trying. Nobody else wanted it, but we didn't care about the funny shade. Work is our favor. And I really couldn't have done all the renovations needed without the help of our financial benefit. Ben and Matt went in on this cost of renovating this space, include the bar they wanted to run. I doubt we could have done this without their back. We went with the familiar layout. If it ain't broke and all that, to show that we've got the spirit and passion that made the Funplex great. But it's not all carbon copy. We got a few new additions that Francine would be proud of. The video wall is a nice touch. That one was my idea. It alternates between running music videos, game promos, and high-score leads. We also repainted and did a general update on all the appliances and fixtures to give it more finished feel, and less of a retired pizza place turned arcade vibe. Naomi and Percy worked together to pick out games with a decidedly retro feel. Considering Deco's focus on tickety, gambling-ish games, this helps us stand out from the competition. She put in a lot of hard work restoring them, and truthfully, we've run into a lot of problems along the way. But watching her tirelessly working to perfect them is inspiring. Juniper and Ashley really nailed our grand experiment into a unique brand. It's completely on point. By spearheading our advertising campaign, the buzz is building. Our harp train is pulling in passengers of all sorts, and the imagery they've created will ride with them long after they've left. Definitely the right call to make. All of my decisions, all of my choices made this. Arcade Spirit's what it is. So much labor and love went into this project from all of us, and now all that's left is to officially open these doors. But before that fateful hour begins, I still want to do one last check on operations, just in case. Stocking up a bar and an arcade at the same time proved. Fortunately, Ben and Matt were more than happy to direct the team tending the bar. The bartenders, if you will.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, hello, mixed business partner.
Or would you prefer simply Artie? Artie works just fine. How's the bar?
Stocked with all the fixings for any number of fancy cocktails.
And a few basic drafts on tap, of course.
Honestly, Matt, you need to enrich your taste buds with a mixed drink or two.
Nothing wrong with a pint or two of ale, Ben.
Everything's coming up roses.
Anyway, we'll be all set for opening. We'll be overseeing the bar for opening.
After that, we leave you in the capable hands of our bartenders. Good people, all. Sounds like a plan. Thanks for the update. Running a barcade takes a lot of work. Glad we could divide the labor between us. After my quick check-in, I noticed the clock. It's unforgiving hands telling me that it's not long. Okay, breathe, Artie. Calm down. Everything's clearly under control. There's no need to freak out. You're just mistaking excitement for terror. This is exciting! It's a happy day, the first day of our spirits. You can do this. You can do this.
Oh.
Now, with all of us working together, we can do this. As long as no unforeseen problems pop up. God
Red
damn.
flag.
Artie! Artie!
Oh,
Gavin's gone and ruined everything.
Gavin! Well, there goes that hope. These two have been butting heads throughout the entire setup process. Hearing of yet another incident really shouldn't.
Oof. You need to talk some sense into him.
Likewise, I would request you assist me in helping Naomi see reason.
What possible reason could there be for you to sabotage all of our games?
Nonsense.
I'd hardly call these minor adjustments sabotage. You're overreacting as usual, Naomi.
I need actual details if I'm going to be of any help here. Can someone please explain?
Are the games rigged to explode or something? Should I call the bomb squad?
We're opening in a few minutes. How critical is it that we deal with this right now?
I'm calling for logic answer.
Yeah, logic
Mhm.
answer.
Because, like, this might be important, but you haven't told me
Yeah.
anything. Alright, logic answer.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, yes.
Okay, I'm going to need more to go on before. Whatever this is. One of you, please, just explain what's going on.
It's a fairly simple matter. Nothing to concern yourself with this close to the opening bell.
Gavin, I love you, but that's not answering my question.
Gavin, yeah.
Come on.
Of course it's concerning. Okay, look.
Naomi forces herself to calm down, not to let her temper run wild. Wanting to appeal to her boss, that's me, without shouting.
That's me. You know what a DIP switch is?
Nacho cheese for a Nintendo trademark?
let me explain.
There are little switches on the circuit board for an arcade game. They control things like how much it costs to play, character unlocks, and difficulty settings.
Huh.
I had every game turned to normal difficulty. Nothing too punishing. Plenty of fun for anyone who wanted to play, from a newbie to a veteran alike. And he put all of the games on ultra hard difficulty.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
We'll have kids losing all their lives within a minute, leaving them all sad and stuff. And experienced gamers who will feel like we're ripping them off. Arcade games are already designed to eat quarters even on normal difficulty. If we ramp that up, we're going to get called out for making things unfair just to make a profit.
Indeed.
Gavin!
Gavin!
Profit. It cost quite a bit to get Arcade Spirits off the ground. I put in the math and determined this was one way we could get out ahead of those costs earlier than expected.
No!
By upping the rate at which players need to insert tokens, by ending the games earlier, we'll clear our loans 12% faster than I'd previously assumed.
No. 12%? Well, gosh golly gee, if it's a whole 12% faster, that's well worth alienating all our players with ridiculously steep difficulty curves.
God, that's a big number in business terms, but like at the same time, Gavin!
Yeah, like he's
My-
correct, it's a big number in business terms, but...
If they hate us, it
That's
doesn't
a-
matter!
That's a
Yeah.
big no-no.
God, Gavin! Okay, I see the problem. Gavin's doing what he feels is right, protecting the arcade by optimizing our right, providing experience for our players so they all follow our game. I have to admit, this seems excessive just for a minor increase in payout. Problem is, I know Gavin's hard. I'd hate to break it by not letting him do what he loves. Some days I hate being the boss. God, Naomi's right. This is going to ruin the fun for a lot of people. Maybe, I don't know. Change it.
Are you reading all of them again?
I'm reading them under my breath, but Artie's kind of freaking out. So, you know, I'm mumbling. Just go ahead and read whatever.
I'm uncertain, Gavin. Can we fiscally risk a bad first impression?
Naomi's right. This is going to ruin the fun for a lot of people.
Maybe we could, I don't know, only change a few games. I like how the game's just like, yeah, we're not gonna let Gavin just do this.
Yeah, no. I think, so yeah, we're not gonna let Gavin do it, but I think, the logical answer is more likely to, push Gavin without hurting him.
Yeah.
So, I think the logic one.
I kind of like the basic answer, because it's like meeting in the middle.
Sometimes meeting in the middle isn't for the best though.
Yeah,
and I
I
don't want
don't
people
think,
to like
yeah.
You always have those 1 or 2 games that are always super difficult.
and then you get mad at them and
Yeah,
don't play them.
yeah.
Like it's good for some people who like those kind of games, but that's not considering. Like if it was
That's
well,
fair.
we can bank on the people that like those games, and it'd be like, okay, that's a more convincing argument, but that's not what he presented.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah. Let's go with
I
logic.
can't help it. I don't want to make people mad.
I understand. I don't think it's gonna make. The thing is, if you say, Gavin, this isn't even a fiscally wise decision. I like logic.
All right,
We're going with logic?
Yes.
logic it is.
Okay. Hold on now. Let's put fun and games aside and look at this numerically. Gavin, if we tune all the games to be hard on day one, won't that result in a first impression? We need to provide a power fantasy to players to keep them coming back.
No.
And if we up the difficulty later, they'll feel cheated. We have to do this on day 1 or not do it at all.
Then I guess we're not doing it at all.
I guess we're not doing it at all.
Okay, but I still feel like we're not evaluating this. What's our estimated player loss? Their first... Does that balance out to 12%? You're our data guy. Can't you, like, figure that out?
You can't quantify frustration. Perhaps given time, if I study the trend of which games Perhaps given time, if I study the trend of which games aren't seeing return engagements, I could.
So frustrating. Do you two need a room or something? Since clearly I'm not involved in this discussion. Yikes!
You jump in at any time like you just did?
Oof. Nor is Ashley, or any of our VIP players. Gavin made this decision all by himself and just went ahead and did it. Is that the kind of privilege he can expect to have now that you two are a couple?
Oh, I was hoping you wouldn't pull this shit. Okay.
Oh, fuck.
No, he may have stepped a bit too far on that one.
I mean, I'm not trying to imply that.
Yes, you were. And it's a perfectly valid concern. Artie, I told you when we entered this relationship that I didn't want it affecting our work. No special privileges of any sort. Can you honestly say you're willing to entertain my idea simply because of pure and rational valuation?
We weren't entertaining it.
No, we weren't entertaining it.
No.
Well,
wait. Don't answer that. Even raising the question puts you in a catch-22.
Well, at least you can acknowledge, but I don't mind. I can answer honestly.
Yes, but it's impossible to avoid any sort of bias here, intentional or otherwise. Just being biased towards hearing me out because of our mutual understanding poses problems. For the time being, I suggest we restore the difficulty settings of all games.
Well, that's what I was gonna say you should do, so...
I am compromised in this matter, as are you. We should trust in Naomi to make this decision.
Thanks? That's not exactly how I wanted to win this, though.
excuse me, please. I need to seriously think about my continued role in this arcade.
Oh no!
Gavin, it's really not that much of an issue.
It really is. Excuse me.
No!
Um,
Well.
no, see, here's the thing, Naomi, you were right. It's just that, like, I did.
I'm sorry. I was just God! I'm sorry. I wasn't trying to get between you two or cause trouble. I just, the games.
I get it, Naomi. You were fighting for what you believed in.
Yeah, well, my victory feels pretty awful. It's not like I hate Gavin. I disagree with him about a lot of things, but that doesn't mean I hate him.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go retune all the games, and you should go talk to Gavin.
No, I need to open the arcade. We're a few minutes late as is.
But Gavin...
I don't think he wants to talk right.
I don't think he wants to talk right now.
I know his heart. Gavin wouldn't forgive me for putting the two of us ahead of the good of the arcade. That's the whole point. I'll talk to him later, I promise, when the time is right.
Okay, well, I'll be on the floor fixing up the games if you need me.
She slips off, feeling completely awful about the situation. Leave me alone and feeling just as awful. I can't handle this right now. As much as I want to stop everything and sort through this mess, I've got a job to do today. There'll be time later to patch things up with Gavin, presumably.
Oof.
I need at least to try to put this turmoil behind me so I can focus on the arcade spirits with a smile. Despite reeling from that incident just now, despite my nerves, I'm ready to do this. Because I have to be ready. No choice.
That hurt.
So I don't think it's a surprise that regardless of who you choose...
No, I figured that no matter what happened...
Yeah, I kind of figured. I'm like, so probably no matter who we dated, we would have run into this situation with someone. Oof.
God. I've got big plans for the opening ceremony. I'm going to open the doors, give my prepared speech to the gathered masses, and stay on hand to greet gamers as they enter. Stepping to the forefront, I grasp the door handles and throw the gates to arcade spirits wide.
Behold, gamers! I give you arcade spirits!
Welcome, friends! Welcome to Arcade Spirits!
Arcade Spirits is now open for business.
So, gamers rise up is the obvious answer.
Just for the lulz. Just for the memes.
Are we doing it just for the memes?
Let's do the memes.
For
The memes?
The memes.
Also,
We're
I
actually gonna pick the bold up?
Teo has the top score in Showtime stage.
He is top scorer.
Jesus Christ. Behold gamers.
Behold,
Behold, gamers! Yes.
Artie's just so out of it right now, they just... Behold gamers!
Yeah. Behold, gamer.
Behold,
Gamers.
gamers! Behold, I give you... It didn't even matter.
Didn't even matter.
Okay. I don't even have time to finish one line of my big dramatic speech. The crowd spills through the doors and runs right back to get to the games. I guess it's like they came for games or
No, it's almost like they came for the games.
Immediately, the arcade fills with the sounds of beeps and boops, games starting up and people laughing with delight as they find their favorite. Well, there goes my entire opening ceremony plans out. Oh, I had all sorts of stuff planned, but folks want to just go to gaming. Who am I to argue? After a few minutes of final checks around the place, I decide to move into meet and greets around the arcade. I walk the arcade like I did in my floor attendant days, talking with folks and making sure everything's running. Although I could probably track down Gavin too, assuming he wants to talk yet, which may not be the case. Arcade Spirits is my domain, open to my exploration. Where should I visit first?
Gavin and Percy are hanging out at the bar.
Naomi is fixing Teo's dance game, which seems to have crashed.
Queen Bee and Ashley are talking about some arcade.
I kind of want to go with Queen Bee and Ashley just because they were.
I just want to give both of them time right now.
Yeah, let's go with Queen Bee and Ashley.
I'm pretty sure that you go to all 3 of these, so yeah.
Yeah, let's
Let's-
just give him some space.
Yeah, get to them last.
Please. The center of the arcade. Ashley showing off how to be.
I can't wait to see it.
Ooh.
Oh my god!
Wow. Just wow.
Mm-hmm.
She's been keeping it a total surprise from all of us, working in secret on it. Impressive stuff.
I love it.
Seems to have attracted the attention of brand new customers, at least. I think I remember him from Deco's Palace when I was getting some fries. It's that kid.
It's that kid.
It's that kid.
Hey, look, kid. Hey, look, kid. A real life in the wild newbie.
Hiya. Welcome to Arcade Spirits. We're so happy to have you join us for opening day.
Thank you.
Child. Yes, you, young one. Tell Artie here that you told us.
Oh my god, I love
Child.
Child.
Child. That I've never used a joystick before in my life. I mean, I've mostly been to Deco's Palace or played games on my phone, touch screens and stuff. That's all. I've never really been much of a gamer, but all my friends are here today, so I was figuring I might try one out.
He's so cute.
Never? Not even once played on a joystick. Can you believe it? Yes? We've all been there. No point in faulting them for it now.
I don't even think she's making fun of him. I think she's just
No.
excited.
She's just so excited
She's
to
just-
see somebody
yeah.
who's never, yeah.
Aw, but that's just too cute. Ah, to be young and innocent again. And don't worry at all. Arcade Spirits is the right place to learn. We are a friendly, inviting sort of arcade. No mad skills required.
You're
Stares
not
at-
gonna let us live.
glares at
Are
Queen
you?
Bee.
Oh no, I was talking about Gavin.
No,
Oh, I see.
Gavin almost fucked this poor kid over.
he did.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Oof.
Here, it's all about having fun.
Oh, oh yeah. You know what's super fun? Learning how to play Fist of Discomfort.
Glares at
Trust
Queen
me.
Bee.
Want to go a few rounds? I'll even spot you some tokens. I don't think she'd purposefully ruin a new kid.
No,
To
I think she's genuinely just really excited.
I think she genuinely wants to teach him.
Yeah,
She's gonna lose, but like she just teach him.
yeah.
Seeing Queen Bee's con, Ashley's
Oh.
quickly trying. Oh,
So
dang
it
it!
is a con. Aw,
Who's the
Queen
one who
Bee.
played this game before again?
Queen Bee, I thought better of you.
We tried to think better of you.
Or you could join me for a round or two of TMNT. Oh my god, wow. Nothing like a friendly, cooperative brawler game to ease you into things.
Nope, no way.
Best way to learn is jump head first into the deep end, I say. No regrets, just smashing buttons and joystick. And when you're starting with the hottest title, you've got a built-in community to learn from right at your fingertips.
But turtles who are ninjas.
Looks like I might need to jump in and persuade this kid to choose a game. They look like a deer trapped in the headlights, stuck in a crossfire.
You want hot arcade action? Queen Bee's right.
You want some friendly fun? Ashley's right.
Why not just play something simple? Try some Fast Cars 5.
Oh no, we're gonna have to keep choosing between people. I don't
Yep.
like this.
I don't like this.
God, fuck, I didn't
I
realize.
love
Oh
this.
wait, wasn't Gavin sitting with Percy? Percy's gonna be pissed.
Oh no. Now I'm saying, like, what, if we'd chosen a different decision with Gavin, would it have not blown up? I'm pretty sure it was always going to
I
blow
don't
up.
think so, because I really feel like with the option given, there was no way to make it okay.
There's only a slight difference in text.
Yeah.
Okay. So Ashley feels like the better option, but if we say Ashley's right, Queen Bee.
Queen Bee tried to
don't
con
think-
this poor thing.
I don't think Queen Bee's gonna care as much as we think she's gonna.
That's
Yeah.
true. Let's go with
I'm mostly
Ashley.
worried about the kid.
Yeah, let's go with
Yeah.
Ashley.
Ashley.
Fast cars
Let's
5.
start you out right. 2 buttons, 1 stick, endless fun. Ashley, want to show our new friend the majesty of mutants named after...
Yes! Oh, do I? Let's go beat up some conveniently bloodless robot ninjas and get shell-shocked.
Okay. Sure. Lead the way.
The newbie seems happy with this decision, even if it's just because they get to play with a bit less intimidating. Ah, shit. I was looking forward to decimating that newbie quite a bit.
Yes, we know.
In a good-natured way, of course. I'm still learning from my teammates in 4HK, and I'm eager to pass some lessons on. So we
Aw.
weren't completely wrong.
Yeah!
She wanted
Not
to decimate
entirely.
the child, but she didn't.
But she
But
still
she
wanted to decimate him.
And I'd be okay being decimated if I was having fun.
Yeah, I think she's just competitive, and that's just the way she thinks it's fun to play games. I get it.
Okay, I'm going back to beating the crap out of fodder. You have fun out there, okay? You've earned this day through your blood, sweat, and tears. Hopefully more blood than sweat and tears, but you get the idea. Time for me to move on. Let's go talk to Naomi.
Let's talk to Naomi!
But she's fixing the game that Teo's on.
Yes!
Extreme times call for extreme Teo.
Extreme times call for extreme
God. Extreme
that.
Teo.
Extreme Teo.
Teo. Most of the time, I'm drawn to Showtime station lights in the hip, not because it's completely silent, no music at all. As I approach, I see Naomi feverishly working. Seeing the whole thing without tune synced and its flashy lighting rig is going is kind of depressing. And listening to Naomi mutter as she works, she undoubtedly feels the way.
Oh, this was working fine earlier. Why isn't it working now? Ugh.
Fortunately, Teo is proving surprisingly knowledgeable in her game.
You may need to re-image the hard drive. I know some gray area websites where we can get a replacement copy of the files, if needed. This is the 3rd release version of Showtime Stage's software, right? Those are easier to come by than the more modern 4th version, oddly enough.
The files aren't the problem. I think the hard drive itself was damaged in shipping. And if so, well, you might not be able to dance at all today. I'd have to order a new part. I'm sorry. There were just so many games to get up and running, and I must have missed this ticking time bomb of a hardware failure.
Hey, it's cool. I don't need to get my groove on all the time.
Oh.
Showtime Stage is one of our flagship games. It's flashy, it's exciting, and Teo's dance moves bring the crowd. Getting it working on opening day was a priority.
Teo, do you know any sources for Showtime Stage hard drives?
Naomi, can we pull a hard drive from a different game?
Can we just roll out a different game to replace it temporarily?
No.
Okay.
I mean, a hard drive from a different game is a reasonable answer, but also, like, I really love the idea of Teo just digging up a hard drive from, like, some weird dark web.
Oh,
We've
I
been
know.
telling Iris we
It's
can't
okay.
just...
I know a guy.
It's not suddenly okay because Teo does it.
Yes, but just we've given Teo so much shit. This feels like the time to suddenly be like, you know what, Teo? Maybe you are cool.
It's like, Ashley, don't you dare commit crime. Iris, stop hacking into this files. What do you mean me? No, it's okay. I can do it. I'm already fucking that.
I get to determine who breaks the crime.
Who
And
breaks the crime?
I'm just worried.
I think it'll be okay. This game's been pretty, forgiving about that sort of
I like
thing.
how we wait till late in the game to realize.
It's gonna be fine. Let's ask Naomi. Can we pull a hard drive from a different game and reformat it?
All right.
But the sources, though.
You want to ask Teo?
The sources. I'm so intrigued by the sources. Okay, hard drive. Hard drive is the logical option, and we need things to not explode.
firework
But
explosions.
sources is so fun.
Teo, do you know any sources for Showtime stage hard drives?
Teo, do you know any sources for Showtime stage hard drives? You know, like online.
You know, wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Mhm. But the hard drive from a different game or reformat it would probably also be faster.
How do the
Yeah,
logistics
it would
of
be a
that
lot
even work?
faster.
Let's go with
Joe-
Naomi's. Sorry, Scott, you were saying a thing and I totally spoke.
Oh,
over you.
I was just thinking out loud. I'm just how would the logistics of that even work?
I don't know.
Anyways,
That's the thing, isn't it? It's just it's like, hold on, wait a minute.
Yeah.
No, it wouldn't. But like, thanks for asking. I guess.
Thanks for asking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
go back to 2 options left.
Okay, Naomi or let's just. I want to at least both of these seem like maybe we are offering a creative solution, which I would like to
Yeah.
try. So,
This one.
but Teo seems so confident.
Teo immediately tells you he's a cop.
My my heart just really is calling for the Teo option. I can't explain why. It just is.
You know what? Fuck it. Save here. No, wait. Go into.
We're not doing that.
No. Wait, hear me out. Go to the save options.
How do I do that? I can't.
Escape button. Go to slot 9
Slot 9.
so that we
Slot
remember for later, or so that we
9?
have it for later.
Oh, this one?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So that we don't confuse it for one of our other saves.
Yeah.
Stop right there.
And also, we've now.
Yes, now we've saved. Good. Okay.
Yeah.
I want to sources. Sources. My heart says sources. I'm giving in.
Scott, what do you want
I
to do?
honestly don't care. I've chosen one of these, but I'd be fine seeing any of the others.
I guess we're gonna ask for. I know that you're Scott, and you never would have. So let's ask
What?
for sources.
Wait, you know I'm Scott and what?
You're Scott. You probably didn't ask for sources.
I think I did it on my second playthrough,
I
but I
see.
don't.
Well, let's proceed.
Sources?
Sources.
Sources.
Scooby-Doo sources.
I mean, if you know where we can get the files discreetly, what about the physical drive? Teo, do you know where we could, pilfer one?
No, wait, no. There are ours in there. As a Showtime stage community manager, of course, I cannot advocate third-party mods in official Showtime stage hardware. But I could probably hook you up with a few friends in town who develop their own homebrew replacement hardware.
Ooh.
I bet I could wrangle up something that'll keep us rolling for a few days while Naomi orders a true replacement part from the corporate HQ in Japan.
Nice. That'd work. I bet I could doctor it to look official too, just in case.
I'll make some calls. You can count on me. We'll have this thing running in an hour or two.
The one time we
We
actually
finally
were
called
nice
on
to
Teo, and he's like, "I've been good this whole
We
time."
called on
I
him once
cannot
before.
do this in good faith, but
We called on him during Max.
We did.
Good. So it'll take a bit of time, but we'll get our stage back. Good. Maybe we'll get through opening day without any major problems. Before I go, I spot a gamer who's been watching. So curious about. Yay! Dude.
No, go ahead.
Showtime stage really hosed. For now, yeah, but we'll have it fixed up as soon as. Oh man, I wanted to get my groove on. Bummer. I might know a guy who knows a guy who can placement super cheap. Or like any game you want, anything, as long as you don't ask too many questions. I'm asking questions.
Thanks for your generous offer, but we're fine.
I'm getting the feeling I'd be asking lots of.
By super cheap, do you mean fenced goods?
I kind of want to just immediately tell them no and not like. I do not want to get. Got to.
So I'm
I'd
getting the
make a
feeling
decision, but I'm too distracted by those lovely glasses he's wearing.
he's so cool. I'm getting
Oh
the
my
feeling
god,
I'd
it's
be
swag,
asking.
but a gamer.
I'm getting the feeling I'd be asking lots of questions.
Would this
Kristen's
be the
just a
first time
rebel
we're
today.
selecting the silly answer?
I'm a rebel today.
Actually, press Q for a moment. Have we selected the silly answer before?
Done it like once or twice.
I pressed Q and that didn't do it.
Oh, shit. Was it tab then?
I don't remember.
Oh well.
I think
What?
Q was for quick save, so we might have actually quick saved.
Oh well. Let's go
Like-
super. Let's be polite and be polite.
Yeah.
It's like to me that's just kind of like I'm not even. Bye. I'm sorry.
So thanks. So okay. I love the funny answer so much, and this guy's.
It's a good answer.
By super cheap, do you mean fenced goods?
Like I don't want to. I don't want to immediately call this guy out. I just kind of just be like.
Just say thanks for your generous offer, but we're fine.
Either the funny option or the hard option for me.
I
I
really
will say
like the
there's
funny
something
option.
about this guy that looks awfully familiar. Anyways, yeah,
Sure.
let's pick an option.
I'm getting the feeling I'd be asking lots of questions.
Scott,
I'm fine with any of these. So let's pick the
Scott,
silly one.
okay.
Okay.
Generally, people don't want questions asked. There's a lot of questions which should be. Yes. Yeah, but I'm just full of questions. Why is the sky blue? Where do babies? Are you a cop? Those sorts of questions. But really, are you a cop?
Because if I ask, you have to tell me.
If I ask you if you're a cop, you have to tell me. Hey, I'm not one of those pigs. No way. Don't worry about it. You need my connection? You just look me up, okay? I'll be here all day. I like it. It's got a little bit of everything. I'll just come back later to wow the ladies with my hot style. Later. It's swag, but a gamer.
It is swag, but a
Gamer swag.
Oh my
I'm
god.
sorry, Kristen, the pink hoodie.
No, you're
glasses.
wholly correct. I can God damn it, I can't unsee it now. Why would you do this to me?
I don't know who you're talking about, but I'll
You're
take
better
your word.
off.
You're better off.
Let's move on.
Someone will get it.
Someone is gonna get it.
That was odd. But as he fades back into the crowd, I decide to go on. Where should I visit next?
Well,
Only
there's
one
only
option.
one option.
Let's go.
Let's go talk to our boyfriend.
He's so smart and handsome and responsible.
One
And
nice
likes
thing
to mess with players. Oh.
Scott, I'll kill you.
Shut up.
Shut up, I'm looking for the penguin.
Anyway.
One nice thing about being half bar, half arcade is having a place to relax and some drinks between games. For staff and gamers alike, it's here that I find Percy and Gavin having some coffee in the chaos living area.
Tanked. Completely tanked.
Much obliged.
I'm glad for your little tip. I was ready to invest in a good chunk of my pocketbook in that company. All my hard work would have tanked right alongside it. This is par for the course when my siblings snatch up technology companies. It's a pump and dump, in essence. They stir up excitement in the acquisition, then drop it once it goes cold. I've never seen one of their endeavors bear fruit for very long, thanks to their short attention spans. I'm glad I could save you the heartache.
Apologies.
No offense.
Let's
Well,
go for-
I think I can handle a few accidental heart-related puns without going into cardiac arrest, my good fellow. But it's good to avoid road of finance, yes? All the better for the charities who will eventually profit from my own loss.
Hey, Gavin, I was hoping we could.
I think not.
I've yet to reach my decision.
Okay.
Hey, like, you making decisions without me is part of the problem.
Part of the problem.
I'll say this: at least he's being polite about it because Naomi essentially just says, "Can it?"
Oof.
Oof.
Yikes.
So give Gavin here some credit.
Yeah.
God. That seems to be all he wants to say on the subject, at least in front of Percy. I was hoping to catch him alone, but I couldn't doubt that he's avoiding being. So, talk.
Ah, indeed.
I like to do my trades in the morning before I come to the arcade. Get all that bother over with so I can focus on Moopy. Afraid we're being Afraid we're being astoundingly boring at the moment. Artie. Just two overly serious gentlemen talking about finance.
That's fine. I'm adulting at 110% today, having started a new business myself. I should probably learn about how money works.
Oh? Well, what would you like to know about?
Investments. How do I plan for the arcade's future?
Oh,
Uh,
there she is.
Expenses! I want to throw a kick-ass party tonight to celebrate.
Taxes, I've never had to file for business before.
Yes, I'm gonna do this for all the answers. Why do you ask?
Honestly, like, I'd be most concerned about taxes with this like, so I've done business taxes before, but like, ooh, this is such a different level.
My dexterity is quite low, Percy. How do I perform a tax evasion?
Hmm. Hmm.
Hmm. I mean, taxes is a good basic. Like, I'm saying
Taxes.
that. No,
Yeah.
I was actually say. You know what? That's actually a good idea for an answer to choose as the quote unquote basic answer to this conversation. Because honestly, most people would be confused about it.
Uh-huh.
It's quite frankly the most basic you can get.
Yeah, it really is.
I'd say taxes.
Artie has never done their tax.
Or
They are
investments.
unfortunate.
I mean, like, no, I feel like
Then
knowing
again,
what we know. I
aren't
guess
we all?
does already need to know about taxes, or are they more concerned about investments? That's the real question.
That's the real question because it's just like honestly speaking, tax. They'll get
All right,
to it.
question number one. Do we need to learn about taxes?
I mean, like,
Answer
I'm
yes.
fine.
I know how to do my taxes.
I have no fucking clue. But 2 out of 3 is not bad, so I'm gonna say he probably knows.
They probably. I'm so curious about the investments one though, because I don't know anything about investments.
I don't know about any of these.
He's just so handsome and responsible and knows how to talk about business.
I mean, it's the secondary. How do I plan for the future that is making me like kind of lean investments,
Yeah,
as in like
same.
yeah,
I like the arcade's future thing. Let's go with investments.
yeah. Like, and I feel like taxes will eventually.
Yeah, so let's do investments.
I'd like to invest in our future. Think long term, you know, surviving for many years to come rather than jumping at what I can. Any tips?
A fine view to take. My own investments are preferably long term, yes. I make moment to moment trades, but they're backed by the stability of stock bedrock. Even after I'm gone, I expect many of those to cash out gradually. And I've hired a phalanx? Phalanx?
Mm,
Phalanx?
it's okay.
I've hired a shit ton of lawyers to carry out my wishes over the next, 30 years?
Hmm.
Gavin, how about I give you some ideas for how to build up a nest egg for arcade spirits?
Thank you.
I'd be honored.
Assuming Gavin wants to work here long term, after this morning, I don't know if that. I'll let you two handle the fine details. The two sink deeper and deeper into conversation about exchanges, fiscal policy, tax rate changes, and I start to lose consciousness. I admire their passion, but there's only so much adulting today, and I need to reserve some for later. It's then that I notice Ray's voices at the other end of the bar. Hey, it's her.
Hey, it's Dark
and
Percy.
recolored Percy. It's not really an altercation or an incident yet, but they are talking a bit louder than the other.
Okay, am I doing a Percy voice again, or am I doing a completely different
Go for
voice?
French, honestly.
I don't know French. Unless you want me to do a horrible French accent.
That was the intent.
That was the intent. Yes.
Oh God. Okay. Sure. I apologize in advance. Miss, I've run your credit card twice, and it was declined twice.
Man.
Wait a minute. The
Sucks.
guy had that ghost logo. All three of these characters
They all
have
have
had that
ghosts.
ghost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm. Run it again. I'm telling you, it was working just fine earlier. I got tokens using it. See? See these tokens?
Sensing an opportunity to provide excellent customer service and improve my ops. Hello, good morning. I'm the manager. Can I? She looks awfully familiar. Have we met? But there's no way you forgot this child.
Yeah, how
Oh,
did
you're
you...
right. I invited her to check out my arcade, didn't I? Guess that's why she's here.
What's up?
Hey! Good to see you. Love what you've done with the place. Just love it. But something's wrong with your credit card readers. My card's legit. I was using it earlier with no issues, but now it's all messed up and stuff. Can you help me? I can pay cash if I gotta. I'm not trying to duck and run on you, but I'd really prefer to use the card. Sure, we'll try to run your card one more time.
You know what? It's on the house with our thanks.
Iris, can you help her out with this issue?
Honestly, actually, this does seem like this would be a good
seems
time to
like
ask for
Iris.
Iris's help.
Yeah.
I
Hey,
would say
Iris.
I would say it's on the house personally. Good
Yeah, but,
customer
like,
service.
I guess if my card was suddenly not working.
Sorry, you cut out.
I said if my card was suddenly not working, I would die. The only thing I'm worried about with Iris is I hope literally
Yeah.
go into this poor woman's bank account.
Oh, that's true if we ask Iris for help. Iris is so powerful.
Iris is God.
Oh, yeah, also there's how well, you think you can buy things at this bar that aren't alcohol related. They like Gavin and Percy
they
were
were
just
just
having
drinking
coffee.
coffee.
They just had coffee. I can't tell what the other bottles are on there. Anyways.
I think it's on the house with our
I
things.
also kind of want to figure
Yeah.
out what's going on with though.
Sorry?
What's going on?
I kind of want to figure out what's going on with them.
Yeah, that's true. Iris could help with that. Yeah, let's have Iris. I like Iris as a choice. Plus,
Alright.
I want Iris's presence. I miss her.
Scott?
All right, sure.
I don't like that. I don't like when you do things like that.
Look, it's an option I haven't selected yet, so it's not a problem for me.
Okay, well, I'm liking Iris. Let's do it.
Let's do it. Fortunately, I happen to have an expert in all things digital. Clear up your credit card quick. Oh, Iris.
Iris online.
Sure thing. Miss, can you please swipe your card across my screen?
This takes the customer by surprise. She hesitates briefly before doing as asked.
Right, you have an Iris. I remember that.
Now processing. Please enjoy this recorded music.
It's like, here's the thing. The pink guy has the ghost, and she has the ghost. And the pink guy is trying to sell us unlike things that we shouldn't be buying.
That's
And now
true.
her card is acting up?
Bad command or
Huh.
violent?
That's odd. It says your card was declined. Cancelled even.
No helping it.
I'm sure this is just a misunderstanding, but whatever. I've got cash, plenty of cash. It's no problem at all. I'll take care of this myself. Thanks for trying.
Well,
She quickly goes about her business, using a fistful of ones and various bits of change to pay her way. Seemed a little eager to get out of here, actually.
That's odd. Really odd.
I might need to keep an eye on that one. With that matter settled, it's back to wandering the arcade. Where to next? Before I can continue my wanderings, Gavin pops up directly in my path.
I'm breaking up with you.
Don't say
Also, stop what you're doing and look towards the doors without making it look like you're looking for anyone specific.
What? Okay. What am I pretending not to be looking?
Miss Jean de Fame,
I have no idea who that is.
the top arcade critic in the city. Her reviews can make or break an arcade easily. I didn't think she'd be coming today. As normally some little independent arcade is beneath her interests, but apparently she's made an exception. If we don't want to end up smeared across every website she writes for, I suggest you go play the positives of arcade spirits.
Oh, that's really scary.
We need to put any issues you and I are having aside. This is for the good of what we've built together.
Gavin, you're the
Understood?
one having an issue.
Gavin, I don't have any problems with you. You're.
Reassure yourself, goddammit. Okay. Yeah, understood.
She's the redhead near the entrance with the handbag. She doesn't have any shading. Best of luck.
I easily spot her, thanks to Gavin's cues. Considering this morning lacked the usual chaos I experienced in my complex, I'd say we're off to a great start, and I'm sure this reviewer will appreciate it. Wearing my most professional style, I stroll over to the entrance. Oh, she's a Karen.
Oh,
Stern-looking
no.
woman looks around the arcade, sneering ever so slightly at everything she sees. Okay, so
Oof.
she's going to be strict. That's fine. We can impress her with our dedication and spirit. Excuse me, Miss Stefan?
Yes. Hang on, let me bring in my boss murder guy.
I was going to say, can you bring Murder God out for
Okay.
Yes! Yes!
I mean, if you need me.
My name is My name is already manager.
Welcome to our arcade. We're happy to have you here with us today.
I hope we can satisfy your high standards in our.
How are you doing today? Can I help you with anything?
Gotta bring out that heart!
Gotta do that hard option.
Heart option!
Hard option!
I wanted to wish you a warm welcome to our home. I hope you come to love this arcade as much as we.
Let me stop you there. As a general rule, I do not love arcades. I know what it takes for them to succeed and what they need to do to deliver to gamers.
I do not like food. I love food.
What makes it and what breaks it, so to speak. My role here is to be a fair and unbiased viewpoint. I can't love your arcade. Instead, I will be evaluating it. Understand?
Oh, she's emotionless. Can I take the wheel?
Oh, I mean, sure, by all
take the
means.
wheel.
Yay!
Rectangles, take the wheel.
Yes,
Take
of
it
course.
from my hands.
Chris, I mean, Murder God. Don't say
Oh, what? Oh, no, I thought you were gonna.
That's John. That's her. She's
Oh.
speaking.
Oh, I thought you wanted to switch.
Oh no! By take the wheel, I meant to. Can I have like slightly more weight in these decisions? I'm sorry.
Oh, I see. I thought you meant you wanted to voice her, and I was like, oh.
Yeah, me
okay.
too.
Oh, do you want me to voice her?
No, I like voicing her.
Okay.
No, you requested Murder God. I've been requested.
You called for her, and so she appears.
Listen, if you call for... Listen, she's here now, and I have to work with this. Good, good. Now then. What I need from you now is to stay out of my way. No special treatment or consideration. I need to observe your arcade as a disinterested outside party, so that I can judge your faculty and atmosphere. Your facility, oh my goodness. But rest assured, if I see some egregious mistake, I will bring it to your attention. Pointedly.
Fuck, she's gonna see the dance stage.
Oh
Yes,
no.
Mr. Fame. Sorry, Mr. Fame.
My readers, likewise, will become very aware of your shortcomings. I do my best to support consumer activism, and that requires absolute honesty of any difficulties I observe. So until such time as I require you, I suggest we speak no further. Agreed?
Agreed. Enjoy your stay. He's not ready. God.
That remains to be seen.
Okay, so impressing her may be difficult. Like trying to scuba dive with no tank in shark-infested waters. We can do this.
We can
If
do
the af-
this!
If the afternoon goes as smoothly as the morning, it'll make it park. At the very least, I'm sure we can avoid her annihilating whim. Given the circumstances, I accept a mediocre review over disastrous one.
Yeah.
Nothing else I can do now but pray to the arcade gods that everything from here on goes out quickly. Once again, I wander the floor, but this time, while it's all smiles and pleasantries on the I'm left all thoughts. This is certainly not helping my anxiety, mind you.
Yes.
Being under a magnifying glass means anything that can go wrong in spectacular fashion, reported on across every arcade enthusiast website in existence. No, wait, stop. Bad thinking. Don't assume things are... Besides, the morning wasn't too eventful. Who's to say the afternoon is...
Artie, why?
Need to shut.
It's gonna be fine.
And then the afternoon was a disaster. I knew I had spoken too soon the second I saw Gavin.
Utterly ridiculous.
It shouldn't be possible for us to be out of nachos in the vending machine this fast. And yet, here we are. And yet, we are. I have receipts for ordering exactly enough to fill them up. And yet, there were only a few bags in there. A missed delivery, perhaps?
And that was the least of our problems.
Artie, we've got an electrical problem. 3 of the retro games have shorted out. I don't understand. I tested the power supplies, outright rebuilt a few of them. Unless someone's seriously scuffling their sneakers and shocking the coin boxes, we're talking a failure somewhere in our electrical wiring.
Calamity after catastrophe. They just kept piling up.
What?
All of the toilets stopped working! All of them! Oh my god, why? We need to call a plumber, fast, and not the one that jumps on turtles.
Anxiety rising.
What are we gonna do?
This doesn't make any sense.
Well.
I'm freaking out. I'll admit it, I'm freaking out. Maybe we should close down for the day, iron out wrinkles, try again tomorrow.
My wheels are turning right now.
Go
We are
on.
hastily losing our grip on things, and if I don't say anything, we may as well quit. I must refocus our energy.
Command the troops.
Relieve tension.
Ask for help.
I kind of want to relieve.
Let's relieve the tension.
Sure.
Oh god, the heckin' we've avoided this so much that now
Yeah, I worry that we don't really have the laugh skills to relieve the tension.
So let's command the troops then.
We don't have bold either.
These are our 3 worst options. And asking for help, who are we gonna ask? Oh.
Iris, I guess.
Our third best stat is basic, so...
Well, I guess there's
But do we really want to be the person who asks for... I mean, not that asking for help is a bad thing, but I mean... I don't know.
I also don't think this game works in the sense of it's like, oh, well, this is your low stat, therefore
I think
doesn't.
bad.
Yeah, I think
It
the
doesn't.
stats were just for, like... What were the stats for? I guess that's what
I told you this already, but the only times where your answers actually matter are those 2 points where you could have gotten non-standard game overs, and in the very last chapter.
Okay, well, let's go with relieve tension then.
Yeah, let's relieve the tension. Well, that's it. Toss a match and let's burn the place down for insurance. Gavin,
That
no!
Gavin!
That might be a fiscally sound decision at this point.
Gavin, no, I was joking! That was a joke, much like all of my honey.
Right,
Maybe
I
instead of
prefer
burning it
pumpernickel.
and this is just me spitballing here, we can work the problem, people. Talk to me. What do you got? Any ideas? The group exchanges nervous glances, then thankfully stops to breathe and think.
Ooh.
I will become the plumber we need! I mean, not exactly, but I'll grab a plunger and do what I can. We'll have to close down the bathrooms for now, but I'm sure we can convince one of our neighbors to loan us theirs, maybe? I'll check next door with them before I go do battle with our demonically possessed toilets.
And while I'd say this vending machine issue is human error, I have enough faith in my own error checking to say this human is not responsible. I'll make some calls with our distributors and see where the chain broke down. Also see about ordering some quick replacement stock.
Mine's a bit more complex. I need to replace the fried power supplies, but I can do that. I can do most of those today. Meanwhile, I'll put a feeler out on the indie arcade community online. See if we can get an electrician with arcade experience out here quickly. I've been meaning to get back into online groups, and even if it means popping my head up in a crowd, I'll do it.
Okay, good solutions, people. Good solutions.
I won't be able to work the floor while I'm taming our restrooms, Artie. Are you good with covering for me? Things seem to be getting more intense as the day picks up.
You three focus on your tasks at hand. I may be the boss, but I'll attend an original. I can handle whatever arcade spirits throw. Got it?
That's what we always say, and we're wrong, Artie. Gotcha. But I'm changing out of this first. I don't want to get poo water all over our new mascot. Toodles. I'm on it.
You can count on me.
Despite his status being somewhat up in the air right now, he seems willing. I still want to talk with him, but the arcade needs. Why did it have to be the day of all days to get this happen? With all three busy, that leaves me in charge of every problem the rest of the afternoon. No way to tap out with someone to help me with these situations. I need to work fast to hit every problem before it's too late. Can't leave any stones unturned this time. No risk of letting something spiral out of control. But I'm ready. I mean, I have to be. No choice. Feeling freshly invigorated, I start my... There are problems all around me, but what should I tackle first?
Cursing and banging as someone beats up a machine. Oof.
A crowd gathering around the new poster's Juniper design.
Video wall keeps showing pictures of the bunnies?
I'm most concerned about the person beating up a machine.
Yeah, that's expensive.
Yeah, let's stop that first.
Hey, you! Stop it.
Percy, why are you banging on that machine? Stop
As I
it!
hear the clang and bang of someone assaulting a cabin, I see Percy hold a finger to grab attention. Most for him to join me, and he does.
Thank goodness. I tried to grab Ashley, but she was in a hurry, brandishing a plumbisher like it was some sword. Yes. Now,
What's happening?
some hooligan's working his way down the retro games, yelling at them and smacking around the joysticks like they're speed bags.
Ooh.
I swear he was going to knock over our joust. That's how hard he was shoving that cabinet. People have been avoiding going near him since he started raging out. It's causing quite a scene.
Yikes.
I'll take care of it, Percy. Thanks.
Be careful, love. I don't like the look of this one.
He places a hand on my shoulder in solidarity.
Well, bye.
This happens more often than you'd think. Someone getting so mad at a game that they smack in the... Unlike pinball, which will do the tilt mode to punish you, the only justice to be found here is my justice. I am the arcade law. Another ghost boy. This time it's
You
Rock-
stupid fucking piece of shit! Game! I totally jumped over that fucking barrel! Fucking stupid monkey ass in his fucking barrels!
Wow, Scott's swearing so much.
Even if, well,
Shut the
I'm a little
fuck
less...
up!
Hey, now. Even if, well, I'm a little less than eager. I am in awe of the size of this lad. He probably eats 6 whole hams for breakfast and bench presses pickup trucks for fun.
You're
But I know
goddamn
how I do it.
right.
I know what I must do.
You break it, you bought it.
Okay, that's enough. You, out, now.
Sir, I need to ask you to stop doing that immediately.
That's enough out now. Like, that level of abuse
Yeah.
is like, no, that's not gonna fly.
I would just give them the warning. Just, like, please stop. And then if they didn't stop, I would say, okay, leave.
So either you break, so you're aiming for you break it, you bought it.
No, no, the
No, no,
basic
no. He's
option.
aiming for,
Oh.
sir, you need to leave. Or, okay, out.
Yeah.
Mm,
I'm just worried about a whole you can't talk that way.
Here's the
yeah.
thing. Unless someone's gonna pull a gun on us at some point, I don't think there's much more damage that you can cause than this. And they're just punching the machine, essentially, so...
He almost knocked it over, which could completely destroy an entire.
Yeah.
Even so, just stop. Hey, you! Stop that!
Yeah, but we're going with such polite language.
Yeah?
I just if someone's like actively like abusing these things that, you know, are our livelihood, I think that's a reasonable reason to say get out. Mm. What do you think, bro?
Here's the thing. Like, my customer service voice, like, my experience in customer service says, sir, I need you to ask you to stop that, and then you kick them out.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But, like, because here's the thing about, okay, let's move out now, that it's just, while that would be the correct response if it wasn't customer service.
Yeah.
Hmm.
God. It's like, oh, God. It's like, the thing is, the ladies also watch. So, like, we can't let him stay.
But
Obviously.
we also don't want to be... We don't want to let our anger get the best of us.
I don't think that the bold option is just gonna be Artie's angry, given how reactions usually are in this game. Except for when
It's
we
like,
punch
the other
Tico.
thing is that Farron's has kind of brought up, like, kind of.
That man could eat us. If he doesn't want to leave, can we really make him? That's true. Yeah, I guess I need. Yeah, that's a good point.
What was that?
This
So
man.
maybe, sir, I need you to stop
Yeah.
immediately.
Yeah.
Doesn't, like, do it, then it can be like, okay, guess I'm calling the police then. No.
Yeah, sir, I need you to ask you to stop that immediately.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That we did.
Customer service option.
Do it.
Let's keep this simple. Sir, we have a strict policy against damaging our guests. I need you to just.
And who the fuck are you, huh?
Oh, good. Just what I needed right now. From the corner of my eye, I spot. I'd better stay cool. I'm the manager here, and I have right to eject any customer abusing. I suggest you play nicely if you want to stay in the arcade spirit. Understood, sir?
You little...
But oddly, his attention is diverted to something or someone behind me. It's only for a couple for seconds, but his whole demeanor changes after that.
Fine.
He storms off, deciding he'd rather have the last. I turn to see what exactly changed his mind with a sharp glance, but the crowd's too thick. Whoever or whatever it was is gone now. And Mr. Fane returns to the crowd without a comment, hopefully quietly approving of my. That was odd, but I guess a win is a win. Now then, what problem to address next?
I think probably the video. I mean, the video wall is malfunctioning, so
Yeah.
yeah, video
Yeah.
wall.
What is it showing now? That's not even a bunny. What is that? Oh,
Just
that's
give
okay.
it a moment.
Just cool shit. Okay, the
Yeah.
video
Yeah.
wall.
Teo.
Teo.
Ew.
Teo.
The retro television-based video renovation. Naomi was playing off a cheap mini computer too, practical and inexpensive, and it gives just the perfect amount of flavor. And I'm pretty proud of it up until this moment. For some reason, it's showing a nature documentary about cute bunnies instead of music videos and arcade. Not that bunnies are a bad thing necessarily. There are so many worse things I could be playing. It's still not playing what I wanted to play. Something's amiss. And as I'm hunting around for the remote control we keep at the prize, Teo approaches.
Bunnies, huh?
Yep, bunnies.
Interesting choice, Artie.
Not my choice, Teo. I'll have it fixed in a moment.
Hey, what are those two bunnies doing over? Oh God. Okay, cool. I was wondering if we'd suddenly experienced a paradigm shift in arcade theming or something. Bunnies are really cute, though.
Grabbing the remote, I flick it back to take the video feed from and it flips back to the bunnies on channel 5 a few seconds later.
Persistent, aren't they? Almost like the rabbits themselves.
So I click back to channel 3. And nope, once again it reverts back to 5. Okay, clearly we're dealing with a master hacker, modified system despite having physical access. An individual capable of truly hacking the planet.
Haha! Also, hi, Brian. Yeah.
Hi, Brian. Okay.
Or it's a prankster with the universal TV remote. I've got one of those myself. Helps me to turn off overly loud TVs in bars, which drown out the beats of whatever game I'm playing.
Teo.
Teo.
Not that I would ever do that, mind you. Just in case. But with great power comes great responsibility, and clearly whoever's forcing us to watch this lacks the latter.
Hold on, heckin'
What's up?
McAfee popped up a thing. It's like giving you a family gift to remind you of.
No, I don't want it.
It's a video of a bunny rabbit. How about I go subtly check out the crowd to see if anybody's got a clear line of sight and is pointing a gadget at the video wall each time you change it?
I'm strapped for help, so I'm not going to deny Teo's offer. Sure, go for it. The war of remote control continues for another minute. Back to document rabbit. Now it's showing them mating.
Oh God, I
which I'm
was
seriously
joking.
hoping does not count as pornography or will be yet another. Okay, it's only been a few minutes, but it feels like an eternity of copulating.
Found him. Orange jacket, standing near the pinball section.
Hmm.
Thanks, Teo.
No worries. Anything for you, Artie.
I roll up the sleeves on my hoodie, ready to put an end to them. Wait a minute, isn't that the arcade newbie from earlier? They didn't seem like a troublemaker at the time. What's going on here? Nope, it's definitely this kid. I can see the tiny plastic gadget and where they pocket it. You know what? They keep using gender pronouns for this,
Yeah.
so I'm gonna
Yeah.
switch to doing that.
Mm-hmm.
Perhaps noticing my approach, the teenager rolls stealth and goes a natural 1, resulting in an awkward and obvious attempt at looking like an unimportant crowd. Hey, didn't
you
oh,
do
wait,
anything? Sorry.
Go.
I mean, hi. Good to see you again. What's up? How are things?
Given this limiting bundle of nervousness, I'm not sure I feel like cut down like a bricks on the kid. Rules are rules, right?
Excuse me, would you kindly stop doing that?
Got the things for bunnies, huh? Cute.
I'm afraid I need to ask you to leave.
Here's the thing: changing the TV's not something.
Yeah, it's a harmless.
Yeah, I don't want to throw them out.
I think I actually like the funny response, like make it
Yeah.
light, but still being like, "Hey, don't do that."
Mm-hmm.
Good. We're going for the funny option.
Funny option.
Do you have a do you have a differing? Idea?
It's between the top.
Okay, let's do the funny one.
Let's do it.
Yeah. What's up, Doc?
Huh? What?
Okay, friend, bunnies are cute and everything, but stop the video. I don't want to have to kick you out of here, got it?
Okay, sorry. I wasn't trying to cause trouble. I mean, I was, but... never mind. Okay, I'll stop. Thank you. Bye!
And they're gone, slipping back into the crowd. That was weird. What's going on here? I decided to look around a bit more, hoping for some clues. What trouble should I investigate next?
Well, there's only one, so. Gee.
Well,
I wonder if perhaps our purple friend is involved.
Hmm. A small crowd is gathered near the back of the arcade. It's especially odd because there's no games here, just some great wall art and posters that Juniper came up with.
Can
And
I
it's
bring up
also
something up real quick?
what?
What insignia did they have on their outfits?
The ghost one.
And what color outfits have we seen so far?
Oh, I
Oh
see.
god, it's the Pac-Man ghost.
Ah.
Anyways,
It's also especially odd with the crowd is ignoring Queen Bee's overset
Come
post.
on.
Charming. Real fucking charming. Hey kid, you seen this yet?
Seen what? Juniper's marketing must be on point to get that amount of attention.
If only it was that kid.
Here, let me show you. Queen Bee pushes me past the crowd, glaring at them as she goes,
What the
"Grow up! Don't you have better things to do?" Shit, some people. And see why the locals are swarming and snickering. Jennifer made a bunch of posters and decorations based on Ash's pixel heart design for the arcade, all part of our branding and marketing experiment. Except when you draw a big old ding dong and permanent magic marker to use the heart as a base, well, rather naughty.
Hmm.
A fact which is not lost on Miss Fame, who turns up her nose at the improvised wall art. Great, just great.
there's something about her just popping
Just like
up in the corner that makes me laugh.
So, yeah,
Hmm.
someone's gone in to file a bunch of our posts. Fortunately for you, I got a good look at them just as they were walking away. Big guy wearing a pair of blue shutter shoes. I'm more into virtual fisting than real world fisting, but I've got your back if you guy. He looks like bad news. Thanks, but I can't have you acting as official arcade security. We don't have official security jackets for starters. Plus, I'm a manager. It's my duty to take this on. Yeah, good luck with that. My advice? Call the cops if you have to. This whole situation smells funny to me. Hey, you! No photos! Queen Bee yanks down the poster and adorned with a pornographic graffiti before it can go viral. She leaves the confrontation to me while she does her part up.
Hmm.
It doesn't take long to track the guy down. For starters, there's his rather unique fashion sense. Also, I spy him in the middle of another caught red-handed. Kind of hard to give him benefit of the doubt or even a second chance. Clearly broke. Although he looks like the sort who could break me if I break the news to him badly. I should choose my words wisely, ones that involve me staying in one piece.
Don't do that, please. It's against the rules.
Keep that up and I call the police.
Sir, I'm afraid I need to ask you to leave.
Oof. Keep that up and I call the police is so forward.
That's gonna get us killed.
Don't do that, please. It's against the rules feels way too soft in this situation. I think the middling option might be our best bet. Although yeah, sorry, I'm afraid I need to ask you to leave. Seems like the best option.
I'm in favor of either the top or bottom option.
I'm going for the bottom option because it's like, I think he knows it's against.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
No sense letting this guy off the hook. We keep this simple and clean. Sir, I'm the manager of this arcade. I'm going to have to ask you to now. Immediately he straightens up, looming large over me in rather fashion.
I'm sorry. What was that, manager? You telling me to leave?
You heard me. At first, I think he's going to bounce me out the door instead of himself. With a growl, he backs down.
Fine. It's your call, buddy. Yours alone.
And he walks right out the door without another word. I'm left in a state of utter confusion at our exchange. That seemed suspiciously easy. But a win is a win. Is it a win?
I don't know.
With that in the bag, I quickly look around to see if there are any other nearby problems. Before I can continue my quest to purge my arcade, interrupted by an staff.
I knew it. I knew it. Artie, about our missing inventory.
Oh.
When I get my hands on whoever did this, I found the electrical problem, Artie. Sabotage! Sabotage and treason! An enemy agent walks among us!
Okay, so we have an insight on what's causing all these messes. One at a time, please.
Our suspiciously low snack inventory was, indeed, not human error. The delivery truck never arrived here. It was routed to a garbage dump due to computer error, or, as I suspect, maleficence.
Malfeasance?
I'm not sure
Gesundheit.
how to pronounce that one.
It's malfeasance.
Malfeasance. That's a new one for me.
Hmm. I mean, maleficence is essentially the same thing that we're looking at.
It's well, and malfeasance explains our electrical problems too. Remember my joke about someone scuffing their feet and shocking the coin boxes? Nope, that's actually what happened. An external shock, not a grid fail. Oh my god, not a grill failure.
They grilled the coin boxes.
Someone's got a battery or some other shock prod and they were using it to crash the games. Must be the same someone who flushed a bunch of wadded up paper towels and firecrackers down the toilets. Wow! It's a war zone in there. I was able to dredge up one super gross chunk of it, but we'll need a professional plumber to get the rest. Oof.
This is all sounding way too suspicious to be random acts of... And it also ties in what I've been... I've had to deal with pranksters all afternoon, too. Even had to kick a few of them out the door. I've been so busy playing firefighter, running from blaze to blaze with a leaky bucket that I haven't been able to... But now it's clear, and I know what I must do.
If you... Sorry, you say it.
I just want to hear Artie say it, and I'm
Yes,
playing her.
please.
Do it.
If you'll pardon me, it's time for Mixed Net to go kick some ass.
Yes.
Good work, everyone. Wrap up your tasks. I'll handle the pranksters.
I think I've got an idea of who's behind all this.
It's time for Mixnet to go kick some
Okay.
ass.
I was gonna say, okay, so there's what my brain wants to say and what my heart wants to say. My brain wants to say option number, but my heart really wants to say number one.
I like the logic option. Mostly I just like getting off of the neutral option for this stuff, and I feel
Yeah.
like, if you'll all pardon
Yeah.
me, like that seems a little too scary and intense already when we've got a scary review lady in the audience.
Yeah.
I like logic.
God. Scott, logic?
Let's do it.
Logic.
That's why I said the bold one out loud.
Fair enough, fair enough.
Goes in guns blazing.
Good
Time to
work,
kick
everyone.
some
I'm proud of
ass.
you, but the job's not finished. I'm going to read this as passive aggressive as possible to contain my anger. Gavin, order us for replacement inventory. Ashley, find a plumber, the best we can afford. Naomi, finish up replacing the fried power supplies. As for me, I'm going to have a word with our mistress.
Hmm.
You know who to blame for this mess?
You know it, baby. I've got a pretty strong suspicion.
Go get him, Artie.
And with a nod of solidarity, all of us split up, each our own worth. Did I say malfeasant or malfeasant?
I don't remember.
It's malfeasant. Sorry, I'm not particularly thrilled to begin the confrontation. My nerves haven't stopped this morning. Well, my friends are counting on me to lead, to be responsible one. I can't voice this stuff onto Gavin like I might have done. Finding my quarry isn't particularly difficult. She's been in the background the whole time, watching and waiting as I ran around trying to lid on them. Her eyes study me as I approach, grinning ear to ear.
Hiya. Hi. Hello there. Figured it out, huh?
Yeah, I can't say I understand the why, but I at least... The matching fashion style was a pretty big clue.
I guess a formal introduction's in order. Yeah, okay. The name's Sue. Natural born leader, hacker extraordinaire, and leader of the Ghost Monsters, the hottest gang on these streets.
I've been
Pleased to
waiting
meet
for
ya.
this. Sue here is played by Daniel McCrae. Daniel McCrae has played Painwheel in Skullgirls, and for a game that we all have played, she has played Amira and one of the Coven in Monster Prom.
Oh, nice.
Nice. She playfully curtsies, her wicked smile never sees.
And yeah, I guess my friends were a little wild and crazy, leaning a bit heavy on the pranks. And okay, you booted some of us out. Not all, just some. That's cool. I mean, it's your house and your rules. You're the sheriff here and you lay down the law. And I respect that.
I wonder what would have happened had we not kicked any.
Yeah.
I mean, I know what would have happened,
Make it up
but
to
I'm not
you,
telling you.
okay?
Sue steps back and taps a button on her smartwatch. And from the crowd of gamers, her whole assembled. Even the ones I told to get lost.
Gang, this is. What's your name again?
I want you to stop right here before you move on. What do you think their names are?
Inky, Blinky. No.
Just take a guess.
I don't know the names of like the ghosts from Pac-Man.
I only know Inky and Blinky.
Let's just move on.
Gang, this is Artie. Artie, this is Inky, Blinky, Pinky, and Clyde. Now then.
She turns to face her ghost monster.
You were all very, very naughty, and I'd say they're owed an apology. A big fat I'm sorry from each of you. Don't you agree?
Each of them mumbles a semi-coherent, semi-sincere.
Yeah, whatever. Sorry. Real sorry.
Who played this? Oh yeah. Gosh, I'm so sorry, miss.
Real sorry.
When they finish, Sue faces me once again.
There. Everybody's sorry, which means everybody's forgiven. Correct? Because, and this is me being real with you, I like this arcade. I really do. It beats the crap out of Deco's Palace, that's for sure. I can easily see this being our new home, you know? I admire what you've done with the place. It's totally awesome, and I'm really looking forward to coming back. Again and again. I definitely don't want to end our first day here on a sour note. No, no. I'm so glad we can communicate like adults. Apologize for being naughty and move on. Now, okay, we may still ruffle a few feathers while we're here, but that's cool, right? I'm sure you understand that it's all fun and games. Nothing personal. So, what do you say, friend? All's forgiven?
No!
No. And to respond to chat, Clyde is actually.
What was that?
Clyde is also like one of the official ghost names in Pac-Man. Yeah. Sorry.
I think yes, Clyde was programmed to somewhat avoid Pac-Man in the game.
Yeah, Clyde was the passive. Actually, if I recall correctly, I think Clyde was intended to mimic Pac-Man's moves, but in the opposite direction.
Interesting. But yeah.
I pause, taking in everything. Let me get this straight. You scare our customers, mess with our television sets, smash a short circuit of our game, clog our toilets, redirect our mail orders, come back here after I explicitly told you to get lost, draw dongs on all our posters, and you want me to smile and let you come back tomorrow? My words barely phase her. That grin still.
Yep, yeah, that sounds about right. I love this arcade, and I think we could be great friends. What do you say, partner?
Waiting for my response, she holds out a fist.
No! Are you fucking kidding me? Of course not!
Sure, why not? I absolve you of all arcade sins. No, get out.
Somebody else read this one. I'm too mad.
If you truly love this arcade, you have to stop causing problems.
Rules are rules. If you respect them, stay.
So I don't want to choose the bold one out of personal preference.
As much as I would love to say, are you fucking kidding me? Of course not.
Can't yell at a teenager while there's a grown.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Hmm. God.
Hard option, no, absolutely not. I'm
Well,
not.
here's the way I interpret it. It's either okay. So the blue one is just saying yes, you can. The green one is saying rules or get the fuck out. So it's like either or, and the other two are just saying no, get out.
Get out. Yeah.
That's how I'm interpreting it, at least.
Mm-hmm. Like,
God.
The only one that
I mean,
would
they're all like basically saying, "No, you can't keep disrespecting us," but it's a
yeah,
Mhm.
it's whether or not the disrespect is, get the fuck out or you can stay, but don't fuck up my arcade.
I'm honestly more in favor of the heart one,
I
but
I
the
absolutely
only one I
despise the
absolutely would
because
say no to, if only because of who's hovering over us, is the
Sorry, bro, what were you saying?
oh no, I'm saying that out of all of them, I
You,
don't want
you
that.
cut out.
you cut out.
I can't leave the call.
Hang on, let me switch to the intermission thing. Boop. Intermission on. Stream is ended. Cricket noise. Not really, we're still here.
Cricket noises. Uh-oh.
Waiting for them to come back.
And we're waiting.
There he
And we're
is.
Discord
waiting
crashed.
there.
What?
Discord crashed for a second.
Oh,
Oh,
fun.
that's
Didn't
not
crash
good.
for me.
I shared my screen and it just
Boop. Alright, back to arcade spirits. Anyway, repeat what you were saying, bro.
I was saying that honestly, I really don't want to pick the hard option.
Yeah, it feels too soft given what they've done.
And I can understand that. The only other thing, though, is that okay, so the funny option is okay.
Mm-hmm.
The logical option is essentially saying yes, fine. So I'd say no to that one.
It's not
And
saying yes, fine, though. We're saying there are rules and you have to respect them. If you respect them, you can stay.
okay, fair. And I'm very concerned about the bold one because again, there's the critic hovering over us.
Yeah.
So I'm either in favor of the funny one or the heart one. Personally.
Mm.
Like to me, the heart and the logic one are solving problems are the same thing, but the heart is softer, and I don't want
Yeah.
to be that soft.
Yeah, that's my thing.
So
Like,
you're saying if you had to choose between the bottom two, you would pick the blue one.
I would pick the
Yeah.
blue one as well.
Because I absolutely like the heart. They seem like the exact same option, but one is softer than the other one.
Yeah.
I see.
It seems to me that, like, bold and funny are the same option, and funny is the softer one, and then kind and logic are the same option, but the
In that case, let's decide how we want to play this out. Do we
Yeah,
want
it's actually between funny and logic. That's really where it is.
yeah, do we want to throw them out or not? See, I'm torn because, like, they didn't all seem bad, but also the
Yeah.
ones that did bad shit did real bad shit.
Clyde didn't see. Clyde was okay. The worst he did was just
Mess with the
bunnies.
TV, and then
Yeah.
like, I don't even think she didn't make him stop doing it. We just kind of hit, hey, can you not? And then he was just like, okay.
Uh-huh. Yeah. But some of them, like, did actual damage to our toilets with
Yeah.
firecrackers. That's the hard part is, like, when it comes to the group, it's like if you divide them up into, like, who did what, I'm like the actual
Everyone leave with Clyde.
yeah, like the thing is the actual property damage for me is like
yeah, the actual
so
property has been
unforgivable.
damaged.
Yeah. Like they damaged actual property. Also, we have to keep in mind, like, you know, the space we're making for other people if we let them stay.
Yes. Yeah.
I think it's gonna have to be sure, why not? I absolve you of all your arcade sins, no get out. I was initially leaning toward, sure, there are rules, if you respect them, then you can stay. And the thing is, like,
The thing is, she's not gonna respect them.
Exactly.
She's not.
She's not going to. It's hard because, like, I like her as a character, I think she's really interesting, but I'm like, no, I care too much about her arcade.
Scott?
I have no issue with that. I already chose an answer for one of these, so honestly, I'm just curious to see what the other answers are.
Okay.
Alright, let's do, sure, I absolve you of all your arcade sins.
Lol, no, get out.
Get out.
Get out in italics.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Let's
3,
go.
2,
2,
1.
1, go.
As the duly ordained arcade pope, I hereby absolve you of all your sins, in the name of the frog, the monkey, and the holy yellow circle that eats all the dots. No, actually, you're all banned from the arcade. Get lost or I call the cops on all.
Nice!
Get wrecked, kid. And Sue just laughs. She laughs and laughs as if I posted a funny cat video and not a direct threat.
Oh, friend, you don't want to get the pigs involved. No. I mean, if you really feel you need to, go ahead. Call them. It's cool. We'll go quietly. And be back the very next day. We've got friends in high places. We don't sell drugs or weapons. We sell information. And information, as a currency, is far more valuable than what other gangs trade in.
Alright, cool. Hey, Iris? She doesn't like you, which means that she can't really do anything for you.
I'm just
Hey,
gonna
do you
let
wanna...
this play out for you guys. I have to go grab
Good.
something. I will be right back.
Alright.
Okay.
So just smile, nod your head, and say, "Yes, Miss Sue, you and your friends are always welcome here." You don't want to see what I can do with the push of a single button.
So now you're threatening me?
I'm just telling you how it is. What you do now is entirely up to you.
But before she continued her tirade, we're rather rudely interrupted. Oi, Sue! How you think you're doing here?
What the fuck?
The thick tension that surrounded us melts away, redirected by the new challenger. All eyes glare towards them.
Oh, great. Okay, Artie. Hold that thought. I've got business to attend to.
Damn right you do.
Oh my god!
Most monsters don't operate out of 23rd Street. You damn well know this is lovely chainsaw territory.
Lovely chainsaw!
Get lost or get tossed.
Oh my god!
If I wasn't confused before, I sure as heck am now. All I can do is watch this unfurl before me.
What the fuck is going on?
I see you met the Yakuza.
With a clap, she summons her buddies to her side.
I'm sorry. South of what? I don't recall signing any non-compete agreement with you, darlings.
Can I just briefly... Oh. Can I just briefly bring attention to the Kamina shades on the girl on the right?
Very good.
God.
Oh, ghost monsters. This locker room gossip queen is disrespecting your fearless leader. What do we say to that?
Nobody disses Sue on my watch. Nobody! Yeah, and I ain't scared to hit a chick. I'm an equal opportunity, socially maladjusted individual.
Think you got your answer, ladies. Now then. Let's rumble!
Let's rumble!
Oh my god!
That was great.
Well, to their credit, they didn't throw the first punch. But we're talking Han didn't shoot first levels of moral high ground here. Immediately, the ghost monsters and the lovely chainsaw are at each other's throats, grappling, punching, shoving each other. A baseball bat gets swung and clings off the side of a racing game. Soda cans are thrown. Someone uproots a chair near the snack machines, and that goes flying too. It's chaos. Complete and utter chaos. And it needs to stop. Now. Iris! Already calling the cops, Artie. As for me, it's funny. When you start out the day anxious about what the future may bring, once that future goes completely to poop, well, that anxiety just fades away. There's something oddly freeing about seeing your world crumble around you. There's nothing left to fear. And that means I can swing into action, ready to face it. Priority 1, get the customers the hell out of here. Gavin and I were already on that. I join in, trying to funnel the panic crowd of kids and gamers out of the door and away from the carnage. This way, hurry up.
In orderly fashion,
Holy
please.
shit! Out! Everybody out! Oh my
The
god!
fight spills into the bar area because of course it does. That's the ruckus really needed was tons of broken glass, right? Damn it. I'm not letting that bitch get away with this.
Hey, remember the gun comment I mentioned?
Until now, it's been the world's sloppiest barroom brawl. Teenagers flailing at each other wildly, generally wrecking the scene rather than each other. But now she's pulled out a gun.
Oh my god!
Not some arcade light gun, but a real-life shooting and killing gun.
Oh my god!
This isn't happening. This cannot be happening. But this is 100% happening. The leader of the lovely chainsaw gang raises her weapon and aims to aim at Sue, trying to end this. But her target conveniently tucked behind Mrs. Defame and Teo. If I don't do something, something is going to get seriously hurt.
What the fuck?
My mind races. Calm acceptance watches over me. This is how things will be. No helping it. One chance to do something good in the midst of all this chaos. Time slows for me, like I'm trapped in a dream state. Pure instinct takes over and I start running towards them. Oh, is getting myself shot not an option?
So remember the cupcake incident in chapter 1, chapter 2 or so?
Oh, I see.
God. Well, I'm gonna protect Teo because I'm just like we've shadowed Teo so much, but I guess
He's our friend.
it's like the
Even
other girl
if it's
started the
Teo.
brawl. Miss Defame, I'm sorry, you're just a rando who's here, and I feel like if I help you, then it'll only be because like we don't want you to get mad at us.
Power
So-
of friendship.
Also,
Power
you're
of
not
friendship.
dated, so you don't matter.
Protect Teo.
Good.
Protect Teo!
Protect Teo.
Leroy
Teo!
Jenkins!
Teo.
Artie, why?
Holy shit! What did you do? I was aiming for Sue.
Pigs! Pigs! Run for it!
Oh, sorry. Stay cool and wipe the footage first. Do it.
Stay with us, Artie. Stay with us. Help is on the way.
Holy.
This seems like a good place to say.
And that's where the stream ends for the night.
Are we actually gonna stop here?
It's 10 o'clock.
Do you see a better place to say?
It's a pretty good place to
It's
stop.
10 o'clock. Well, everyone, I guess we're leaving this on a cliffhanger.
I can't believe Artie Ned is fucking dead.
I can't believe Artie Ned is heckin' dead.
Wow, that escalated real quickly, huh?
You know what else I can't believe? For her neutral special, she wielded a gun.
Well,
God.
can we save
Save?
this
Let's
and
save.
move away from
Yes.
this creepy image of Francine?
Let's save.
but
and-
but Francine's here. Simba.
Simba. Well,
I need a post show, please.
let's
Okay.
do a post show. Switching over to the post show. Oh, that's the wrong one. There we go. Well, we're at the post show screen now.
Arcade spirits, everybody.
Yeah, it's our arcade.
We thought
spirits
maybe
everyone.
not sad boy hours. We were wrong.
Would it
Okay,
help if I
fuck it.
told you Artie's gonna be fucking fine?
I mean, my assumption is Artie's gonna be fucking fine. But wow,
Artie
that...
still got heckin' shot though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I gotta say, I
That
did
escalated so
not
quickly.
I did not expect that Artie Net was gonna get shot in Arcade Spirits.
You thought that gun comment was just a passive comment.
I don't remember the gun
I don't
comment.
remember the gun comment.
Exactly.
I mean, it was months ago, Scott!
No, it was in this session.
It was? I must have
Watch
totally
the
missed
vid back.
it.
Watch the vid back when you get the chance.
I'm not going to.
No.
I already have to spend the extra
I
time.
said when we were dealing with Red over there, I said, we're just dealing with property damage. It can't get any worse than this unless somebody is gonna pull a fucking gun on us.
I totally missed that. I'm sorry,
Scott, here's the
Scott.
thing about laying like stuff like that. You have to do it in a way that is at least somewhat like understandable. But
But here's
Totally
the
missed
other
it.
thing, bro. I know that you've caught on to my bullshit, so I have to
God.
play even more passive than usual.
God.
Well, and then the ghost monsters all went to jail and never went to arcade spirits ever again.
That
Sure,
might be
I
a bit more
absolve you
difficult.
of all your arcades.
I absolve you of all your crimes. No, just kidding. Get out.
Ooh, boy.
I don't think they're going to jail anytime soon, though.
Yikes. Oh, God, that's such a hard yikes. God. It's like, oh no, I can't believe we had the audacity to invite them to our arcade. What fools we were. Well.
We invited Sue when we were at Deco's
We
palace.
did. Oh, man.
I have a feeling she would have showed up anyway.
Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
Definitely. But still.
It's
Oh.
like, hey, we try to be nice to you, like consistently, to all of you, literally all of you, except for the one drawn dick.
Mm-hmm. So we can stay, right? What the fuck?
You remember that one? Okay, do any of you remember that one scene in SpongeBob where Mr. Krabs is just telling all of the guys in the commercial to get the fuck out, and then he looks at the clown and says, "Except you stay." That's Clyde.
Yep.
That's fucking Clyde.
Except you stay. You're fine. Whew, boy.
Here's the no. Here's the thing, Churro. It doesn't matter if they did it. Here's the thing. They've been getting away with this shit for a long time. That's not how like stopping gang violence works. They don't really care if
Mhm.
you've done it. If they don't like they're not going to jail.
Yeah.
Oh my god, Farron's makes a point. Rocky Machines had some warning drawing dicks. Oh, that's the line.
Oh man. It just wow, that escalated so quickly. God, just amazing. Wow.
I can't believe Painwheel McCrae Sue something or other let us get shot by the lovely chainsaw gang. Oh wait, no, she was the target of the
The
gun.
fucking lovely chainsaw gang, though. What a great thing to just come the fuck out of nowhere with. Holy shit.
What? You have one of those back alley like Japanese girl like gangs, which is
You're
different
fucking
from
Yakuza, yeah.
but they're different from the Yakuza. It's
They're
like
not,
an entirely different
like,
genre.
yeah.
I mean, not Yakuza. The
I don't remember what it's called, but like that is like
you know what
another
I'm talking.
consistent
Yeah.
Delinquents.
Japanese gang.
Delinquents. They're delinquents.
Yeah. Specific, like, high school-ish delinquents from the animus.
So we're getting a great review on Arcade, right? Our
Right?
manager got shot and then didn't try to save you. She, honestly speaking, knowing her, she might have been mad if you saved her instead of
Yeah.
fucking someone else. She might have
It's
been like,
possible.
dude, you never met me. Why?
God,
Did
it's
you
like,
do that?
don't go to an arcade on their very first day if you're a reviewer. That's a shitty thing to do.
Well, here's the thing. Like, part of me at some point was like, did somebody call her?
Right?
Because
That's true.
Gavin straight up said that it was unusual.
That's true. Yeah, it feels like we got sabotaged hard.
But
It feels
who
like
would
we
try
got
to
sabotaged from
sabotage
the
arcade spirits?
What? Someone
What?
sabotaging arcade spirits?
I
Who
can't
would do such a
imagine.
thing?
And also, of course, Gavin, meanwhile, is still like, I just don't know about the problems between us. The problems are just you!
They're just in your head,
Just in
Gavin!
your head, Gavin! He's just so smart and responsible!
You're just so stupid and responsible.
God damn it.
So who's your favorite character, chat?
It's still Artie.
They are a good.
And the last thing Gavin did was invent a fight we weren't having.
It's like, I know you're giving me special treatment. It's like, Gavin, no, I just want to know what's happening.
Right? God, what the fuck?
I want to bring up that if you romance Naomi, she gets angry at you also, but as a result of getting into a fight with Gavin.
I mean, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I wonder if
Gavin
there's a
better come visit
connection.
our ass in the hospital and be like, oh god, fuck,
Mm,
fuck.
I'm curious. When you're dating Naomi, is it because Gavin upped the machine thing, or is it because of like something else?
You know, I thought that at first, but no, it's not. It's so she wants to put you know that Pengy game that you saw every once in a blue moon?
Yeah.
She wanted to put a topper of Pengy outside, but it's a copyrighted image, so they couldn't do that.
I see. Interesting.
Yeah, Naomi breaks Disney copyright.
Nice. Naomi breaks
God.
Disney copyright.
Farron's has been on fire this entire stream, honestly. I feel like as though I should acknowledge that.
Yeah, they've been very, very acknowledgement for Farron's. Farron's in chat, kicking ass. You're all very good, but I'm sorry, we can acknowledge that Farron's has done some good shit today.
Mm-hmm.
We should all acknowledge it. Also, once again, thank you, Kyle, for giving us a fuck ton of bits.
Oh yeah, Artie
Jesus
got shot
Christ.
and I was so distracted by it that I completely
We forgot that we that was holy shit.
Oy.
Yeah, Kyle also just casually dropped 100.
10,000.
Good. I feel like we should keep this post show in almost because I don't even think we officially like did a thing to go to. I'm not gonna know where it is. I'm
Oh my
sorry.
god. Oh god, what a time.
This has been a thing.
It's been a time. Wow. Holy shit.
Gavin, we're gonna have a fight now. No, this is internal issues, Gavin. You're insecure.
Gavin, no! He's just like, oh no, I run a risk of breaking one of my values!
And it's just like, Gavin, we share these values, and you would just without me. I love our boyfriend, but he's so fucking stupid.
God. He's such the perfect example of, like, I hold myself to such high standards, the idea that I could even slightly deviate from it once in a moment of human weakness. No, unacceptable!
There was error with the nachos, but it wasn't with me.
There was error with the nachos, but it wasn't with me! I love him. I'm so
what's
glad
your
we
fault?
chose Gavin.
I love our boyfriend so
I
much.
love him. He's my favorite boyfriend. He's just so smart and handsome and responsible, even if right now he's really dumb.
He's being really dumb. I love our dumb boyfriend. Okay, but what if Gavin cries? I'd scream.
No, don't say that!
I want his sweet, sweet tears on Artie's face in the goddamn hospital.
God.
Right? I would hope he cries. We just got shot. God.
God. Wow. What a time.
God.
What a time.
We got gang raided on the first day of our game.
What a great new game plus, am I right, everyone? Wow.
Oh god, hold on. I didn't check the 1-up in the corner. Because I figured Here's the thing. We've had a 1-up in the top right corner the entire time we've been playing this game, and I've been keeping in the back of my mind like,
Wait, what?
There's a in the top right corner, it always says 1-up, like always. So it's like I need to God. And I was just like,
use our 1-up.
because I'm wondering, I'm thinking about it because I was just like, I've been looking at it the entire time we've been playing this game, like, That's a weird feature to add. And then I forgot about it in the moment where we actually might fucking die.
Okay, can I say okay, full disclosure, I never noticed that. And I played this game before you guys did.
Oh no, I noticed from the beginning because I thought it was a weird
I
quirky
never
detail.
noticed that. Holy shit.
You want me to return and point it out?
Yes, please.
Yeah, right here.
Yeah.
Oh my
Right
god.
under the right above the score. Okay, let's get off this depressing
Yeah,
streak.
this image is really freaking me out.
Whoops. How do I get it out?
Simba.
Oh, Simba, why?
Did I save? Am I good to quit?
Yeah, you're good to quit.
Okay. Christ.
Well, it's been a time. Does
Farron,
anyone...
please give Marty my heart to do the transplant. Gavin, I was shot in the shoulder. Gavin,
Does anyone have any questions or things like that for us? Aside from is already hecking dead, we won't know until we play. Fuck, I don't know when we're gonna get to play Arcade Spirits again because I'm gonna be gone next Friday. Maybe this Sunday? I don't know yet. We'll try to get it done soon so we don't,
so we don't kill you.
So we don't kill you like we've already killed Artie.
Further than Artie.
We can't. No, we're not doing one more hour. No. Anyone regret this decision? No.
No.
What
I'm
decision
always-
would we be regretting?
I never regret when we play Arcade Spirits. I do not regret anything we did. Like I'm good. Yeah. Any other questions? Now I have Arcade Spirits music in my head. Soon, TM. Oh, no, I do not regret No, I'm sure that the gang fight would have happened regardless if we'd gone to kick the girl out.
It would.
Oh no, yeah, the fight would have happened whether we kicked her out or not.
No, I absolutely do not regret kicking her out. Like, no, they caused so much property damage. No.
And then had the audacity to ask us to stay.
Yeah, no. No regrets. Alright, well, I feel like this is a good place to stop. So, yeah. Thank you for joining us, everyone. All of you have a lovely day. We will hopefully see you all on Sunday. Oh, wait, one sec. Scott, does the gang crap happen no matter what you choose?
What was that?
Does the gang fight happen no matter what you choose?
Yes.
That's what I figured. But yeah. They also shot us, but property damage is more important. Listen, the bills! Alright. Yeah, we're gonna head out. Alright, good night. Love you all.
Bye, guys.
Bye. 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 Bye.